The views expressed on Talk Real Solutions, hosted by Tyrone Thompson at TalkRealSolutions.com, are the views of Tyrone Thompson and do not reflect the views of TalkRealSolutions.com, YouTube, or etc. The content here belongs to Talk Real Solutions and its many contributors. Views and opinions expressed by all contributors belong to them and not TalkRealSolutions.com or Tyrone Thompson, the host, or etc. All data and information provided on the site is for informational purposes only. Talk Real Solutions makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, correctness, suitability, or validity of any information on this site and will not be liable for any errors, omissions, or delays in this information or any losses, injuries, or damages arising from its display or use. All information is provided on an as-is basis.
All right. Welcome to the show. This is Talk Real Solutions, and I am your host tonight, Tyrone Thompson. And I want to thank you for tuning in. Today is February the 27th. Yeah, February the 27th. And if you want to join the conversation tonight, all you have to do is call in to the conference call at 1-717-908-1834. Hit the participant code at 917-324. Now open your mic, and you can listen to it on YouTube if you want to. And if y'all feel it in your heart to share it or whatever, I don't give a damn about that shit. You know what? I should start trying to make money off of this channel. It's been up for damn near 10 years. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't have the time to sit up here and make videos. But anyway, that's just a thought. You see what's going on in my head. Shit just bouncing around. But if you call in to the show, I will just ask if you allow other people to talk and join the conversation without being interrupted. Let me see if my audio is on YouTube first. There we go. Yeah. Without interrupting them, like we always do. I could just call out the names of people who interrupt, which is Sarge. Whenever ABC calls in, and that bitch ass Mr. Solutions, those are the most undisciplined guys that I know. I mean, they really take whatever they're talking about, their politics, serious. Whether it's regular politics or religious politics, whatever they're saying, they don't want to hear no opposition point of view. So they cut people off and they lie and they misrepresent and they spread misinformation. I don't know what the agenda is at this point. I know that there is an agenda because they all are in sequence with the bullshit. And it seems like they're very similar with their stance on whatever we're talking about. So there is an agenda. I don't know. And at this point, I don't give a shit because this country is going to hell. And like I did last week, I'm going to warn people, since the media is not doing it, do not get your ass on an airplane in this damn country. Do not get your ass on an airplane in this country. It is dangerous to travel. There should be travel advisories all over the damn nation warning people about how unsafe it is to fly. There was another incident either this morning or yesterday where an airplane had almost a near collision. There was this passenger plane coming into land, and there was a private jet crossing the runway while this passenger plane was landing. And thankfully, the pilot in the passenger plane had the reaction to just pull up and try to circle back around and land without causing a crash. But if you look at that video, stuff like that never happens. It didn't happen before Donald Trump got into the office. And now that him and Elon Musk, those traitorous bastards, now that they're in the office, ripping apart the FAA, firing people at whim, you got airplanes and airports and the FAA that is short-handed and short-staffed and things are turning into a calamity in this country. So do not fly. Do not fly. I know that's I don't know why nationally we're not getting that warning. It is unsafe to fly in this damn country. It is unsafe for you to put your life at risk and get on an airplane in this country right now. And when it'll be safe again is you're going to have to go months without an incident, right? You're going to have to go almost a damn year for them to get their shit together, because it is very serious when it comes to airports and flying and planning and coordinating, and the air traffic controllers and them coordinating traffic, all that shit, the weather, all of that shit is very important, and it is very coordinated and strategic about how airports are ran. We've been damn near, I think it's been 9 or 10 years without incident before Donald Trump and Elon Musk took over. And all of a sudden, every fucking day, we're having an incident at airports. This is unheard of. So when it's safe to travel again, I think it's going to take them about a year to get their shit together. And even with Donald Trump and Elon Musk up there in Washington, I wouldn't even trust it then if you go a long period of time without incident. I just wouldn't trust it, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I know that's going to cause a lot of hardship for people who need to travel for whatever, but you're taking a risk. You're taking a risk under this administration when it comes to these airports. Let me see if I can pull up that video. It was scary. Oh yeah, there it is. So I don't want no talking. I just want to show you guys the video.
It's not crafty.
Okay.
It's your craft.
What we got?
Tonight at Chicago.
Let me see. Hold on for a second. Y'all know me. I got the. Well, maybe you can see it because it's showing it. Okay, so yeah, I'll play it again. But if you look here, I think you guys can see it. All right, so if you look, the plane is coming in for a landing, right? And as it goes for the landing, the pilot sees another aircraft on the runway in this area right here, right? And thankfully, with his quick thinking, they miss crashing into that goddamn, that looked like a private jet. That private jet that was crossing the path where this airplane was landing. That is dangerous. That should not fucking happen. There is no way in the hell that people are okay with this shit in this damn country right now. There's no way. You cannot be serious at this point, and it can't be ignored. And whenever you're talking to idiots like Sarge or fucking Solutions or ABC, those people are going to bend over backwards to defend this dumb shit because they can't help it. You know, people used to say that the Democrats is on the Democrat plantation. Now, they associated that terminology because mostly black people vote Democrat, and this country has a history of enslaving black people, and they were on plantations. So they just, it's a racist damn saying is what it is. But they just say that the Democrats are on the black people on a Democrat plantation. But these guys are literally on a Republican plantation. They have to wait to see what masters say and before they can go forward and make decisions on their fucking own. There's nothing, and I've got evidence that there's nothing that the Republicans can do that these guys disagree with. Donald Trump is a fucking criminal, a felon. He literally molested women. He was on the island with Jeffrey Epstein and fucking children having sex. He's on the airplane logs. Him and Jeffrey Epstein are all up in pictures posing with each other. He lied to the goddamn country when he said he wasn't stealing money from the government. He actually owned fucking properties and selling them to the damn foreign leaders, making money off the government. Y'all know he got found guilty in New York for 34 motherfucking times. He tried to steal the election. We heard him on the phone calling Georgia and telling them to find fucking votes so he can win an election. With all of that evidence out there, and there's tons more, you will never get Solutions or Sarge or that cooning ass ABC to call this guy out. And I'm using them as an example because the stuff that I'm talking about, their behavior runs throughout the Republican Party. The Republican leadership has the same mindset as these three motherfuckers that call in this damn show. It's like they're in a fucking cult and they're zombies. They're walking around aimlessly waiting for fucked up instructions. And then once they get those instructions, they'll come out here and they'll say whatever the fuck it is. I guarantee you, if Sarge called in tonight, you will hear him defend some of the craziest shit that Donald Trump is doing. Sarge is the most saddest motherfucking point, one in this point that I'm trying to make, right? Because he's a fucking soldier. And not only is he an ex-soldier, he's an ex-police officer. So you're watching a soldier, a veteran, and an ex-police officer allow Donald Trump to control him when Donald Trump is licking the nuts of America's fucking adversary. Donald Trump at the UN had the United States side with Putin just this past week. Side with Putin against Ukraine when the UN was having discussions about if Putin started the war and some old bullshit. You know, Donald Trump is so much of a pussy, so much of a treasonous bastard, somebody that don't have a fucking spinal cord, that he is scared of Vladimir Putin, that he can't get on the same side of the decision that the rest of the NATO unions, our allies, whenever it came to that resolution. He joined Putin. That is a fucking treasonous motherfucker. He ain't worth a shit. We might as well call the United States USSR, United States of America. That's what the fuck we live in now. Because we have a weak-ass president. President Trump is so fucking weak, he can't do the job on his fucking own. Do you understand that every president that came before him took that office and did the job alone? Donald Trump had to invite a foreign fucking illegal alien, racist piece of shit from South Africa, Elon Musk, to co-president with him. He's a piece of shit. I don't even know why I started talking about that shit, but this shit bothers me, and I don't look at the damn. I'm on YouTube and I'm looking at fucking videos. So when I see headline news, I click on those videos. That's why I know whatever I know, but I can't sit down and watch this motherfucker. I can't. Just like recently, he just had his first cabinet meeting. And Elon Musk is so fucking disrespectful. I told y'all about him being in the Oval Office last week in a t-shirt and jeans and having his little fucking racist ass child put boogers on the goddamn Resolute desk and cuss President Trump ass out. So, but this week, whenever he had his cabinet meeting, he couldn't do it by himself because he's a weak piece of shit. He had to have his little bitch boy, Elon Musk, standing with the cabinet members. And Elon Musk is so goddamn disrespectful, he won't put on a goddamn suit or a fucking tie and join these meetings at the White House. Now, I am an ex-military person, and I understand protocol and respect, right? And Sarge should too. But Sarge should know that when Elon Musk show up in the goddamn White House with a fucking baseball cap on and a t-shirt, that is fucking disrespectful. I don't give a fuck about Trump. I'm talking about that office and what it represents and how you supposed to respect that office. Elon Musk don't give a fuck. Look at him walking around that damn White House in a t-shirt and jeans and a fucking baseball cap in the Oval Office at the cabinet meetings. Donald Trump is a bitch. Donald Trump is the weakest motherfucking president ever to exist. Ever to exist. And he conceded his power to the richest man on fucking earth, which is a racist. This is why I told y'all a long time ago not to buy them goddamn Tesla cars. Now, I'm a green energy type person. I want the planet to be fucking sustainable. I want people to make their own energy. Hell, I even got me a little portable generator that I mess with outside. But when it comes to supporting Elon Musk and Tesla and these fucking goddamn piece of shit cars that he got on the guy, fuck Elon Musk. And I'm hearing now that the Tesla stock prices are dropping. And so maybe people are waking up, you know. But you know how some of us are. Some of us. Yeah, I put this up just to show y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that chart. Did I get it? I think I got it. All right, so this is the Tesla stock. And this is January right here. This was Tesla stock in January. And ever since January, when Donald Trump got elected, I want you to see how the stock prices are going down. Maybe people are waking up. And all of this drop right here is a big loss for Elon Musk. So I don't know why this ain't news. But this is a lot of money Elon Musk is losing. You know, but he's got $600 billion, so maybe he can afford to lose it. But I told y'all those cars are piece, and there's other electric companies out there. If we can get them shipped over here, fucking China and Japan, I believe, are making some outstanding electric cars. I don't think they'll send them over here, but there's other electric cars out here that you can buy to conserve the planet and all that kind of bullshit. But fuck Elon Musk. Fuck Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he's a racist piece of shit. And if you're black and own a Tesla, you got some mental fucking problems. You got some issues. It doesn't matter what your status is or how much money you have and what you're trying to flaunt. There's something bigger than that. And for you to support or buy a product from a motherfucker that don't like you, that actually was a part of the African apartheid, his family became wealthy off of that bullshit, and you as a black person gonna go spend your money with this piece of shit? No. Leave that motherfucking Tesla right where the fucking, he stole the goddamn name Tesla from the inventor. I think his name was Nikola Tesla. I can't, let me see. I can Google his goddamn name. But all the inventions that guy came up with, Elon Musk just took that name because that guy was a great inventor. Nikola Tesla. And it says, yes, the electric vehicle company Tesla is named after the Siberian American inventor Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a pioneer in alternating current. All right, so he stole that piece of shit. And the people the technology that he used to make his vehicles, his products, it's because he's the richest man in the world. he gets all the goddamn credit, and we don't never hear from the people who's actually behind the technology that he's pushing out there. About like Bill Gates did with Microsoft, right? Bill Gates stole that shit, and then he marketed it as Windows as being his DOS. That was the original operating system. DOS was disk operating system. I think that's what it was. But Bill Gates stole that shit from or bought it at a cheap price from his partner, and the rest is history. That's why we're talking on the internet right now, because Bill Gates capitalized off that shit and made it his. And we never hear from the people that actually create the technology. Everybody just giving credit to Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is one of the dumbest pieces of shit that I've ever seen. And I can say that clearly because I'm not in awe at his money. A lot of people get blinded by wealth. That's why you got this celebrity worship. That's why people will bow down when somebody of a higher status comes around, and you got to give them all kind of credit and kudos. Fuck all that. I've never been that way. If you take a stance like mine and a mindset like mine, you can see straight through the bullshit. Everybody's giving Elon credit because he has money and calling him smart. Elon is the dumbest. How the fuck is he gonna go into a government agency? Listen, this is what the fuck the Republicans sold y'all dumbasses on. And I'm talking to the goddamn idiots that believe that a federal government is something akin to a fucking business. That's the dumb shit that a federal government is nothing like running a fucking business. Nothing like it. The budgets are not even the same. The way you manage money, the way you collect money, the deficits is not even the same as a private owned business. But for some reason, these jackasses has convinced a lot of Americans that is there somebody else on the line?
Yeah, hey, that's me, man. I was gonna say something when you get a chance.
Oh, damn, it's ABC. Okay, well,
I don't want to be cutting you off on your show.
Well, you did already, motherfucker. All right. Okay, let me just finish right here. These jackasses have convinced Americans that running a government is the same thing as running a fucking business. That is the biggest fucking goddamn whirlpool that I've ever seen. And then that's what you will get. That's the pushback you get whenever you start calling these motherfuckers out. Oh, Trump was a businessman. He was a businessman. This businessman has found bankruptcy. I don't know how many goddamn times. You want to talk about him being a businessman? You want to talk about him stealing from goddamn charities? Is that what a businessman do? You want to talk about him getting 34 goddamn counts of felony for business fraud in New York? That's a businessman. You want to talk about that businessman receiving money from his fucking daddy to be wealthy, and him just squandering that money? Is that a businessman? Do a businessman hang out on a pedophile island with Jeffrey Epstein? Is that what businessmen do? Do businessmen walk around in the fucking beauty contest dressing rooms of teenagers and then get on Howard Stern show and brag about it? No, he's not a businessman. He's a fucking goddamn piece of shit, spineless motherfucking leader. And what Trump is, he's an opportunist. He's a narcissist. And he wants to be worshipped. He has that mentality that people got to worship him like a goddamn king. That's what he even put it on his Truth Social. Now I'll shut up, but ABC, go ahead, man. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's happening?
I was just thinking, was listening to you. You're talking about and hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm driving, but you're talking about how we talk about the Democrat plantation and how that's pejorative or something, that's racist, I think you said. We being racist, man, on the Democrat plantation, and then here you are talking about how Trump's this, I guess he's the devil in your mind or something like that. And, there's a bunch of stuff I would want to say. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on your show. Nothing about you, but I don't want to take up the time. But my point though is, all the stuff you're saying. Why do you think this guy's approval rating is higher than Biden's? And I know it went down some, but it's still higher than what Biden's had. You know, Kamala Harris. How is this guy achieving all this? When he came in, he told Hamas give up these people or else. He did the tariff stuff. Canada and Mexico conceded on that. I think he's been getting all these wins. But you're on here saying that this guy is like the devil and a piece of shit and all this stuff, but he's winning. His approval rating is good. How can he be the piece of shit that you keep saying and get all of these wins?
Okay, so allow me to answer it. It's because people like you, Sarge, Mr. Solutions, and everybody in the Republican side of the political conversation are easily programmable. And y'all accept conspiracy theories, y'all accept lies, y'all accept truths just so you can get over on the other side. You guys will go to no end to just win. That's what the first word out of your goddamn mouth. He keeps winning. So that's what's important to you, right? Well, it doesn't matter if Trump is lying. We know that he lied. We know that Trump committed this sexual assault because a court of his peers found him guilty. We know Trump committed these crimes in New York because a jury of his peers found him guilty. We heard Trump in Georgia telling Brad Raffensperger to find votes. But none of that matters to you because you're going to play it off and say that that's the left wing or that's the media or blah, 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 because you're programmed to respond like that. So to answer your question about his approval rating, not only do you believe that, a lot of the same base that you are a part of believe that. That's why his approval rating is what it is. And his approval rating is not good. It's at 44%. And that is fucking terrible. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. His approval rating is good.
What was Biden's when he was in there?
I don't know what Biden's was, but his is at 44.
Yeah. So the point that I was making, and I asked you the question, it was almost rhetorical because I know you programmed and you're a robot, a Democrat lefty robot. But the point in asking you that was to attempt to try to get you to think a little bit. And the point being that as bad as Trump is, and you already had the first 4 years and y'all beat it to death that he was the devil and Darth Vader and it's gonna be the end of the world and all this kind of shit. You had all the media on your side. They did this lawfare stuff, kept throwing shit at him, tried to get him taken off. You threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and somebody attempted to assassinate him or some shit. With all of that, he still came in there. And the point being, and the reason he's still up and he's winning all stuff now is because Biden and Harris were so effing bad. So effing bad. There was no place to go but up. So, and you are on the side where you defended these people all the way through until it was self-evident that Biden had lost his marbles. And then you jumped on the Kamala Harris bandwagon and tried to talk about how qualified she is, like all these women do. They got a degree, she qualified. Man, you're wrong on everything, Tyrone. You almost as wrong as Mama's boy on everything. That nigga be wrong on everything. But you almost as bad as him.
Okay, so let's take one thing at a time because you're so programmed that you spew all these goddamn talking points. So I heard you say lawfare, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean by lawfare?
The Biden administration used the DOJ to come at Trump with everything they could. That Fannie Lewis shit has been thrown out, basically. Letitia James thrown out, basically. Alvin Bragg thrown out, basically. None of that, nothing came from any of that shit.
So, are you saying that the Biden administration but told Georgia to prosecute Donald Trump?
Yeah, I think they were in cahoots with them. Absolutely. I don't think they did on their own at all. Any of them.
Okay. So what what was that phone call that Donald Trump made to Georgia asking for votes?
Yeah, he talked to his people down there and said, "Are y'all looking at this shit? You need to check this. There ain't no way in hell that she got all this. And then in his way that he does, all I need is whatever 11,000 votes or something. I ain't trying to re-adjudicate or whatever they say about all that kind of shit. I'm not saying that he's great or he's right. All I'm saying is that the stuff that they tried to get him on, nothing came of it because there was nothing to it. In fact, the Supreme Court said in the process of him being the president and following through on that stuff, you can't do nothing to him.
Okay, so you just skipped over the phone call where he's asking for votes, asking to find votes. So whenever he asked to find votes, ABC, so you didn't see nothing wrong with that.
I didn't read it. I didn't hear it like you heard it. I heard him say, "Hey, look, what's going on? There's no way." He's complaining that it's not possible that she got all of this or that I didn't win this section or something like that. And in the process of him complaining about that, he said, "All I need is 7,000 votes, whatever it was, or something. You know, you need to look at this. It ain't no way that she got it. All I need is this. All I need is this." And look, seriously, man, I ain't trying to spend this time defending him, saying that, you know, he's right about everything and all this stuff. All I'm saying is that all of these cases that went through, nothing came of it.
No, we need to, because we can't talk about all the cases because we don't have enough time. So that's why I narrowed down whenever you said lawfare, and I brought up something specific that you are clearly ignoring as you're speaking. You don't want to talk to that point. So you
okay, well, so let's stay with that then. We can just stay with that. What's come of it?
That's what I'm asking you. So you don't think that what he did whenever he asked for those 11,000 votes was illegal?
No, I don't think it was illegal.
So you have an election, everybody votes, somebody loses, and the person that loses asks to find the votes that he needs to win.
Look,
right? And you said that there's nothing wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, you're trying to describe it a little differently. He did. He said, "Hey, all I need is these many votes."
Because he lost.
He might have said, "Find these many votes." He might have said, "Find these many votes." But whatever he said, there was nothing to it because ain't nothing come from it. And I'm saying, okay, I'm right because if you're right, then something would have happened to him.
Okay, so if you're in the middle of that conversation, right, and you're asking, if you was Trump and you're asking for votes, right, there's only one reason that you're asking for votes, and that reason is you didn't get enough people to vote for you. So you lost the state of Georgia, and now you're asking to do something illegal by finding just the number of votes so you can win. Do you understand that?
I understand what you are saying. I don't accept what you are saying. I think you're trying to spin a narrative. Well, not a narrative, the narrative that these people do. And this is what y'all do. All you do is regurgitate what TV says. And you lost. How could you lose, man? You got all the media on your side, but you still lost. And I'm telling you, it's because you don't know what you're talking about. It's that simple.
Okay, so you just gonna see what you just did prove my point. Is that instead of looking at the evidence right there in front of your face, you ignore it, and then you go forward with your talking points and not even acknowledging what Donald Trump did was wrong. You didn't even acknowledge what he did was wrong. Because if me and you was playing a game of basketball, ABC, and somehow or another I was victorious, the game was to 10, and I scored the winning bucket, and you scored 8, and then at the end of the game, everybody see that Tyrone won the basketball game, but you go to the referee and say, "Look, ref, all I need is 4 more goddamn points, and I will win the game." Don't you think that that's wrong?
I think it sounds funky, but is it wrong? You know, no.
It's not wrong. So if the ref gave you...
Now listen, the rules are the rules. You can say anything you want to say. You can be like, "Hey, come on, man. I just need 4 more points. I just need 4." You can say that all day long. Is it against the rules? That's the only question that matters. So why you keep talking about it? It's either against the rules or it ain't.
It's against the goddamn rule. As a matter of fact, the rules that it is against
the rules, he would have been adjudicated on it. He'd have
that's
been
exactly okay. That's what I was getting to. That's exactly what Fannie Willis' case was about. Do you understand?
So what happened to it? So what happened to it then? Where's it at?
Well, Donald Trump and his team, they drug Fannie Willis through the mail, through the you know, they tried to discredit her.
What's going on?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you stutter. You trying to figure it out shit while you talking.
No, because I'm doing something at the same time. They drugged Fannie Willis through the weeds, and they discredited her. Do you not realize that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way they go. That's the way it goes when you go to court. You know, you do your side, the other person does their side. Y'all try y'all's little games and all this stuff. But the bottom line is, if you broke the law, you broke the law, and now I'm coming at you. You know, so that's the end of that.
No, but Donald Trump illegally asked for those damn votes, right? He illegally asked for those votes after he had lost Georgia. After he had lost Georgia, he illegally asked for those votes. And that's what Fannie Willis was. And there's a matter of fact, the Kraken lady, a lot of Trump's lawyers, they admitted to lying and saying that they were trying to steal the goddamn vote. So this ain't my word. As a matter of fact, here you go right here. Here's what Trump said.
President Trump's pressure campaign against state officials existed in all the key battleground states.
Oh, that's the wrong audio. I'm sorry.
But the former president had a particular obsession with Georgia.
So, look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
Mr. Secretary, was the president here asking you for exactly what he wanted, one more vote than his opponent?
What I knew is that we didn't have any votes to find. We had continued to look. We investigated, like I just shared the numbers with you. There were no votes to find. That was an accurate count that had been certified. And as our general counsel said, there was no shredding of ballots.
Mr. Secretary, after making this request, the president then goes back to the danger of having you deny these allegations of fraud. Let's listen to that part of the clip.
And I watched you this morning, and you said, well, there was no criminality. But I mean, all of this stuff is very dangerous stuff. When you talk about no criminality, I think it's very dangerous for you to say that.
Okay, so I prove my point, is that Donald Trump broke the damn law by trying to convince that man that's talking, the person who runs the Georgia election in his own goddamn state, to find votes and then threaten him by telling him what he's doing, by telling the truth, is dangerous. So you are so fucking goddamn cult-minded and brainwashed, like I fucking said, that you cannot hear the goddamn truth when it's played right before your fucking eyes. All you want to do is get one over on the left. You want to win. That is what the fuck I just said, and you're proving my point right now, ABC, because you're not willing to accept the damn truth.
Man, I know that you're more intelligent than this.
Oh, God.
You know, you can say whatever you want to say. You can try to create this narrative. We both just heard what was said. I heard it just like you heard it. He said, all I want is to find 11,000 votes to be one more than the people had or something like that. He said, that's all I want. Is that a command? Tyrone, get me that. Find it. Go get it or else. Is that a command? That's
yes, from the president of the United States.
No, listen, man. Come on. This is the law.
Go ahead.
I'm talking out loud saying, look, man, first I'm bugging you. It ain't no way I lost this thing. Y'all must be cheating. Somebody cheated. They do an investigation, cheated. And in the process of all that, I'm saying, look, you keep pushing back. And I'm like, look, man, all I want is this 11,700 something votes. That's one more than another person had. I ain't trying to go back and forth with you on all this kind of stuff. I know y'all cheated. I'm adding this stuff. But I'm saying this is what I get from it. He's talking out loud. And this is the whole thing about this. And I ain't trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to take it left or nothing like this. But, man, this whole thing is a moot point he didn't get prosecuted, didn't go anywhere because she didn't have her shit together. It wasn't that you couldn't prove none of this stuff. And not only this one, and I'm talking about the whole Georgia case. None of the shit, if it was what you said, then he should have been got. But he wasn't. So whatever you talking about, it ain't like that. Then add to that the case in New York, 2 cases in New York. I think it's another case somewhere.
He gotta pay in New York that money. That shit didn't go nowhere. That shit didn't go. No, wait. Just a correction. One of the cases is not with Letitia James is sticking. That shit ain't go nowhere. And let's for the correction and for facts. The Letitia James case will go through. It's happening. He ain't stopping that. I'll sit back.
All right. So you know what, ABC? I think Joe wanted to holler at you. Joe, where you lying at?
Hey, yeah. See, this is where the bullshit starts because if Trump was not a president and he said this, it probably would not have been a crime, right? No, it probably wouldn't have been a crime at all. But when you are in the office of the president, then it is not a request, it is a command, ABC. And this is why he broke the law, because he was a sitting president telling a state, I need to find these other votes. If you can't process that, then it's a failure on your part, because there's certain things you can and cannot do when you are the president. Everything you say is a command. It's not a suggestion. He's calling from the office of the president. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying.
This is like hold on. Let me make this even clearer to you. You were in the service. If a general calls you and says, ABC, we're missing some funds here. We need to find these funds. That's not a suggestion. You don't have the option to say no. Am I correct?
No, you're not correct.
Explain how I'm not correct.
Okay. So, like you said, I was in the service. You get orders. They give you orders all the time. Excuse me. If a commander, and see, we're taking it somewhere else, but I'll address it. If a commander tells me, hey, ABC, we're short $50. Now, I don't know who took it, but all I know is it better be here when I get back in an hour, or else there's going to be hell to pay. Some shit like that. He's my boss. And he's, it sounds like a threat to me, but I know I ain't got shit to do with it. And I'll look to try to find out what's going on. But if it ain't there, it ain't there. I ain't about to put my money in. I ain't about to take money from something else to put it there. I ain't doing nothing extra. I'll look for it, but that's it. It's over after that. And he can be like, okay,
you just know it's not over after that.
He can try to court martial me, do whatever, but he ain't gonna get nowhere with it because I ain't done nothing. So I ain't worried about it.
But
that's just to address your little scenario there. But hold on. You
just proved my point.
But the point is, you mentioned what makes it a command is because he's the president. Well, what the Supreme Court said is that acting in the position of the president, he has immunity. If you want to make it about that, in the course of doing his duties. And in this
ABC,
case,
they said that after the fact. That doesn't apply to him then.
Okay. Well, look, we just disagree. We just disagree with it. I'm going to say this last
part. There's no disagreement. ABC, the Supreme Court made that ruling recently. That doesn't apply to what he did then.
Yeah, ABC, he didn't have immunity. He didn't have immunity.
Yeah, he didn't have immunity when he did that.
He already had it. It's just it wasn't adjudicated. Either all the Supreme Court did was confer or confirm what the authority of the president is.
No, ABC,
you came after the fact, but he either
hold on. You misunderstood that whole immunity decision by the Supreme Court. The reason that it is so important that we realize that it started at the same time because no other president in the history had that fucking immunity protection. Right. If the presidents before him had immunity, we wouldn't even have a Watergate, right? Richard Nixon wouldn't have been found liable for Watergate. So that's not even true what you're saying. That immunity thing only happened with Donald Trump and this Supreme Court decision. So what I'm saying is in Georgia, the immunity thing did not exist, man.
So look, it's, again, we didn't take away off, and me and you were talking about something else. But
Okay.
concerning the immunity, it's always been understood that the president has immunity in the process of, I forget how they say it, but basically, if he's doing his job, he's got immunity for it. If he's doing some personal shit,
It doesn't work
like,
that way,
hey,
ABC.
you know, I want you to go do this and all this stuff, it ain't got nothing to do with his job, then they don't have immunity. They said it clearly. And
Yeah,
it's always
I mean,
that's
that
that
way.
way.
Let me
But
check these
look,
up.
let me get off of that. I want to just say that, Tyrone, the last
Go
thing
ahead.
is, man, what you do, Tyrone, and your little backup singers do the same shit.
You a bitch,
All
nigga.
y'all do,
You a
man,
bitch.
Hold
is
on.
You are the backup singer to your own song, you
all right,
faggot.
Tyrone.
And you a faggot advocate too. You a
Hold
homosexual
on.
advocate. You know that, right?
You can't say that on YouTube.
No. Hold on. So you sorry. Incorrection. He is an advocate for the LGBTQ letters and everything. Okay, for the record.
God.
He promotes the trans. Listen. He is a transgender friendly person.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Oh, Jay. You doing too much.
Well, go ahead, Big J.
Now,
he always doing too much. He's a bitch.
Wait a minute. Let Big J go.
Now,
What's
the
up?
thing is, though, is where the candidate made the phone call at. See, according to campaign finance law, he cannot campaign. The president cannot campaign inside of the Oval Office. So if he's calling from, hold on, he's calling from the Oval Office or some office where it's government, where it's government only, where it's public, when it's a government office, it's illegal. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it actually depends on what. It depends on where he called the Georgia officials at, the Georgia Secretary of State and the Georgia Governor and Georgia Lieutenant Governor at. That's where it should be illegal at.
Well, let me add this, Big J.
Depends on where he called it at.
That's called a hack.
Solution.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm ready to settle this.
Okay. Will you wait a minute? Hold on for a second.
Man, I've been waiting. You opened up my line about 5 minutes ago.
Okay, but we had Big J spreading some damn.
Okay, you want me to keep waiting forever? Or you want me to go?
You need to shut the hell up while I say this right here. Big J.
Damn, Negro, shit, you opened my line. When you gonna let me talk?
Man, what is this? Okay, so Big J is correct. That's called the Hatch Act. There's a law that forbids people in Washington from campaigning from that damn White House. So Big J's right. So not only did he break the law that I'm talking about, Big J just inserted another law that he broke. So I just wanted to correct that. Let Big J finish. Go ahead and finish it, Big J.
Thank you, Big J.
Right,
Thank you, man.
because under the Hatch Act, which was passed in 1932 or 33, I forgot what year it was, a government official cannot have an election campaign within the confines of a certain area. Yes, presidents can do campaigns at the Rose Garden or outside the White House or on the grounds of the White House, but he cannot do it inside of he cannot do it inside the confine of the Oval Office. So when he made that phone call to the Georgia governor, the lieutenant governor, and the secretary of state of Georgia, he was doing it inside the White House. That's where he's guilty at.
Yeah.
That's why the Georgia officials went ahead and filed charges, because they knew he was in the Oval Office, or they thought he was in the Oval Office when he made that phone call, and he was electioneering inside the Oval Office. That's all I gotta say. I ain't back.
All I need is 30 seconds. I know
Oh,
Sarge is going to...
golly. What's happening, Mr. Lucian? Okay, so we're going to
Yeah,
get...
what's going on, Tyrone? Appreciate you a lot. Look here, I just wanted to tip my hat to ABC. ABC, as I'm a logician, you have done an excellent job.
Let him go. Go ahead.
You've done an excellent job, ABC. I just want to make that remark. Additionally,
thank you, Mr. Solutions.
You're quite welcome. Additionally, Tyrone,
You forgot your knee pads. You got to wear your knee pads.
Okay, guys, y'all got to let him speak.
Okay, stop being gross and a savage. The thing of it is that that was a request. It wasn't a command or a demand. And being who he is, he does not lose his rights, First Amendment rights, as an American citizen to make a request. And there was a lot of confusion about the numbers of votes. That's the reason they were counting them, especially with the mail-in ballots. So ABC, again, you didn't add that, and that's all I feel that you left out to make an airtight argument.
But Daddy,
you did a phenomenal job.
Daddy,
so
now let me speak
let Sarge go.
Tyrone.
Go ahead, Sarge.
All right, now I'm going to settle this authoritatively because I'm going to respond to what Joe said just a little while ago about Brad Rassenberger having to take commands from Donald Trump. And the authoritative source I'm going to cite is the United States Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, where it says in Clause 2, each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors, blah, blah, blah. The person that the state of Georgia appointed to oversee elections in the state of Georgia for the president of the United States is the Secretary of State, Brad Rassenberger. That was the authority that the state of Georgia gave to him through the Constitution of the United States, which is over and above either any command from the president or any other consideration. The Constitution, not Donald Trump, not Brad Rassenberger, not even the state of Georgia, is the supreme law of the land. And the Constitution says that official is the person to whom you direct your complaints. Donald Trump was not electioneering. He was not campaigning. If you look at the transcript, and I'm looking at it right now, I'm looking at it. Before he makes the statement about the 11,799 votes, he mentions specific irregularities in the election that he believes altered the outcome. That has nothing to do with campaigning. Not a thing. It is bringing to the requisite official what he thinks was wrong about the election in Georgia, which he not only has the right to do as a citizen under the First Amendment, he's got a duty to do it if he believes it as President of the United States responsible for overseeing the integrity of United States elections through the state of Georgia. So what you guys are saying has nothing to, and the Secretary of State does not take commands from the President of the United States, no matter what you think the pressures may be, either legally or by custom. There is no such thing. The state of Georgia runs its elections in accordance with the Constitution, and in order to get a redress done, he's got to go through the Secretary of State of Georgia. So you guys are just making things up that have nothing to do with the law or anything else. Bonnie Willis's case was made up out of whole cloth, and I guarantee you, when they get that biatch in front of this Senate committee, they're going to grill her up and down, and we're going to see the collusion between the Biden administration and Bonnie Willis's office in Fulton County. I guarantee it's all going to come out.
All right, thank you, Sarge. Let me see what this. Hold on.
I've been right on everything, and I'm going to be right on this too.
All right, so let me see. I think there was another caller. Who's this other caller on here? This line right here. I just muted you. Who is that? I don't know who that is. But listen, guys, everything y'all got just heard from Mr. Solutions and Sarge is completely inaccurate. It's wrong. These guys are twisting the laws and actually what happened. Big J was right. Him calling from the White House was a violation of the Hatch Act. Sarge is saying that somehow or another interference in an election, in a state election, is not illegal. And it is. That was interference. We heard him on the phone call interfering with the results of an election. At that point, the votes have been counted. He had lost. So he called Rassenberg to interfere with the fucking results of the election. That's illegal. So whatever the hell...
Pull it out your barracks bag. You're making it up.
Okay, so well, did I interrupt you, sir?
What you're missing is that Raffensperger explained to Trump that they found no fraud in the election, and Trump didn't want to hear that. I got the transcript right in front of me. He says, Raffensperger specifically says, well, listen to what the president just said. President Trump, we've had several lawsuits and we've had to respond in court to the lawsuits, and the contentions on we don't agree with that you have won, and we don't. I didn't agree about that 200,000 number that you mentioned, and I can go through that point by point. He tells them right there, hey, look, we got the receipts. You don't. And then Trump pressed the issue, bro. So I don't want to hear all this crap, Sarge. You guys make my point for me.
Well, you don't have to take no orders from him, no matter what.
Okay,
and you
so
made that up, Joe.
I gotta ask a question then.
You
I
made
gotta
that
ask a
up,
question,
Joe.
Sarge.
You know damn well that
Sarge.
Brad Raffensperger didn't have to take any orders from Donald Trump.
Okay, Sarge, you got to
Sarge.
He told him. Yeah.
Hey,
So, Sarge.
You want your show to be
Sarge.
Yeah. This is a subject for the show. It's taking up all this time. It ain't worth it, man.
Well, ABC, you can join the conversation or not. I don't know. I mean,
you ain't special. You a faggot anyway.
Right.
I know you be on there on Saturday nights killing it and shit. You know, with you focused.
Bitch ass ABC.
You hold on. You be focused on Saturday nights and you got a script and everything.
No,
but the way I do things, I don't mind people talking, as long as we talk one at a time.
How he's the worst. You're talking about Trump and how he's the worst.
How about you wait till we talk about this stuff, ABC?
Okay.
Run away.
Okay,
bitch.
guys, this is what we're not going to do.
You muted me. You muted me the other night for no reason.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
I got too many people on the phone for people to be talking all over each other. So please, whenever you hear my voice, I'm not trying to cut you off or call you a lie. I'm just trying to moderate and have one person speak at a time. So the people, all of these 1,100 people on YouTube can listen to y'all conversation. So just don't talk over me. And just whenever I say stop talking over each other, just stop talking over each other if y'all don't mind. Because it sounds crazy. All right, so I'm going to open the line back up.
Before you open that line, let me just say, all I was saying to you is that you had a subject and you were going on it. And it was cool. You were talking about how evil Trump is.
Oh, bitch. Shut your bitch ass.
Okay, Howard, come on. Come on, hold on. Oh, goddamn. I just gave a little.
Some black coffee.
I just gave a whole goddamn speech. You goddamn it. Just one at a time. Jesus Christ.
Tell that motherfucker to go drink a cup of black coffee.
Sarge, will you please shut the fuck up? Golly.
Got the fat sissy, the faggot from New York.
All right. Okay, so now you can't be calling people the F word, ABC. What the fuck?
I'm gonna get you for that, ABC. Don't keep saying that. Listen, I'm gonna send a letter to the trans family, and they're gonna call your show, bro. They're gonna bombard your show. Don't play with me.
All right. We're gonna let Howard speak, but guys, please don't talk over each other. So go ahead, Howard. Well, I got everybody muted. Hold on for a second. Let me open.
Q&A session has started.
Okay, so there we go. So I think this is Howard.
I wasn't even going to say anything at all, but I just dropped into it's crazy shit. Bullets being fired everywhere. I wasn't going to say shit at all, but I do want to say this. Mm-hmm. In the after show, somebody having a conversation, I chimed in a bitch, poor, trick motherfucker muted me after his show was over, didn't have anything to do with his show, and that bitch, poor, fuck nigga, hey, I can give you a loan, fuck nigga. I can help you get to where you trying to go. Actually, I can't. You pretty much done. Your lifeline, you at the end. So I can't help you. But I will call, okay, baby, go ahead. I will call you this. You a sucker, bitch, nigga. And if I ever see you, I'm going to slap your ass.
Okay, let's not make no threats on here. We're not going to threaten nobody.
Virtually, he's saying
we're not going to threaten nobody.
That's not a threat.
It's
a virtual threat. Yeah. I'm going to slap him with the waves of my phone. Mm-hmm. You a bitch hoe ass nigga. And Tyrone, I can't believe that you would not do anything about that for this nigga disrespecting everybody off.
Okay, listen. Let me tell y'all this right here. Y'all got beef with ABC. I don't have beef with ABC. So stop dragging my name into y'all conflict with ABC. So every since y'all had beef with ABC, every time y'all mad with him, y'all say, Tyrone, I can't believe you do this. Tyrone, you allow this. I ain't got shit to do with what the fuck you and ABC. I think ABC's a dumbass, but shit, it's entertaining to have a conversation with a dumbass. Just like I think Sarge is a dumbass and Solutions is a dumbass. But I have a conversation. I ain't got shit to do whenever y'all angry with this man. Y'all, you keep that between y'all. Don't bring my name up into this shit.
Tyrone,
okay. Good point. Good. Hey, bitch boy, shut your ass up, bitch. Shut your ass up. You too old. You came home.
I heard a real laugh for the first time.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. You came home with your whole family to your goddamn daddy-in-law's house and slept your ass on the couch. You a fool.
This ain't got nothing to do with the show now. I mean, come on, can we?
Okay. Well, you know what? I wasn't even listening to the show. I just called in. I wasn't even listening to the show, but I heard the name ABC and I heard some shit, and I just wanted to call in and say, fuck him. He a bitch nigga in a coon. And actually, I'm done.
His asshole started creaming.
What? Wait a minute. I need to question this. Wait a minute. I need to question this. Now, why the fuck would somebody's asshole start creaming when they hear your name, ABC? You said that.
That's what weird. That's what a gay dude. When a gay guy gets excited, don't his asshole cream?
How the fuck would I know that? And how do you know that?
All they talk about is how they like to have gay sex.
Okay, well, I don't know. You bringing it on your goddamn self.
Now, see, Tyrone,
you bringing it on yourself.
You asked the right question. You asked the right question to a dumbass. He's creaming his asshole. Now he's gay. You just let it. Now that it's out there for everybody. Now, see, when you use that against him later, he'll be like, "What are they talking about?" Because you just said an asshole is creaming in it. What man knows that? See, that's another thing. Let him keep talking. He's a dummy. He's a fool. And I'm done, Tyrone.
He's necessary for the platform. He is.
He's a dummy and he's an ass. And apparently he has seen or likes creamy assholes.
Okay, well,
apparently,
y'all get discussed now. Okay, well, we're gonna.
And I'm done. I'm done, Tyrone.
All right, I opened somebody else's line, and I don't know who it was. Was there somebody else called in? All right. So what I'm trying to tell these guys about what Donald Trump did down in Georgia, which was totally illegal. And you proving my point by not admitting that this man was illegal. Sarge came on here and lied about how much power Trump got and authorized to do that. You're not supposed to interfere with elections. He wasn't supposed to call the Secretary of State and try to suggest that he finds shit. Georgia has its elections. They counted the goddamn thing. As a matter of fact, before that phone call, I think Georgia did like 3 recounts, and they came up with the damn number. And that phone call was a last resort for Trump to try to cheat in the goddamn election, which was illegal.
It was 3 recounts. You're correct.
Yeah, you can't ignore the statements that Brad Rassenberger made about bitch. Shut up, bitch.
You're lying,
Russ. You're lying.
You're lying.
Don't you dare call me a liar. Unless you got
You're lying.
Yeah, I'm calling you a liar because
you're a liar.
You don't let me put the challenge to this bitch.
Okay, so hold on for a second.
You're a liar, Ruckus.
Listen,
take some of that cream. Take some of that cream that ABC was talking about and put it on your lips, Ruckus.
Let's get it
You're a
on,
liar,
man.
Ruckus.
Well, I just want to put this out there. I'm thinking that Georgia total is around 4 million people participating, if not 4 to 8 or whatever the fuck. So I don't know how he would just find 4 million extra after the election. That don't make no sense.
Right. But Tyrone, even more than that, if you look at the transcript, because I'm looking at it right now, Trump didn't know anything about that. He was fishing. He was saying, well, what about Dominion? What about this? What about that? And Raffensperger checked off everything that Trump said and say, hey, look, that stuff ain't real. And we have receipts to prove it. He kept telling Trump this over and over and over and over and over.
No, I need
and
to
that's
find.
when you get to the we need to
more.
find 11,000 votes.
I need 11,000. That's all I need. That's all I need.
So,
well, let me let Sarge.
Suggestion at that point.
Let me let Sarge present his evidence.
His lie.
Oh, you there, Sarge? I don't know. He might have.
You're lying.
Might have rage quit.
Yeah, I don't think he's there now. But yeah.
You're lying, motherfucker.
I mean, if you want to even fast forward right now with the court thing, he's got to reverse. They saying that a lot of stuff he did is illegal, was not lawful. That he's been reversing a lot of stuff. The man doesn't know how to run the government. He's testing out the waters.
That's right.
He's winging it in a sense of that he's getting through, but he doesn't know. He's testing that, like what Joe said. Or when he was looking for votes, he's like, "Damn, I'm losing. Let me see this. Let me see if that. Let me see if I could get him to find me." He was doing everything in his power that, I guess for him didn't look crazy, so he could get what he wanted.
Jay, hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Jay, can I say something? Hold on one sec. Good show, Tyrone. In the actually 6 minutes I've been listening to the show, outstanding, brother. I'm going on mute. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, but to get back to the original conversation, and this is the thing about like ABC, Sarge, and all these guys, they can't operate in a consistent timeline. Sarge, fine. That's after the fact. All right. During the ABC, somebody, Trump's approval rating his approval rating is low. It's getting lower every day. Biden's was at 57% at this time in his presidency. Trump's in the 40s, and it's going down. It's trending down. It's not trending up. So let's deconstruct this shit point by point. All right. The deal that Trump supposedly made with Canada was actually made by Biden. They just reaffirmed it. So Trump didn't do anything there. All right. In France, Macron had to correct Trump on how the Ukraine aid worked. He got embarrassed in front of everybody at his press conference. But beyond all that, let's get back to Doge, the original thing. All right, these people talk about he's finding all this waste. Look, you don't find waste in a month. All right, when you do forensic accounting, it takes months, not a few weeks, not a few days. So I don't know why you guys think he's finding waste. If it's a program that you don't agree with, you can call it waste if you want, but it's just a program you didn't agree with. All right. If it's, like a lot of people point to some sort of LGBT program and say, this is waste. Well, guess what? They're citizens too. They have every right to put forth programs that are funded by the government, as much as Christian, as much as Jewish, as much as Muslim. They are citizens too. They vote. Their tax dollars go into the pot too. So you may not like the program, and I get that. But at the end of the day, just because you don't like it doesn't make it waste. These programs are approved and sponsored by some government official. They don't just come out of the air, all right? If you want to talk about waste, then look at who sponsored it. There's a charter somewhere that says, hey, look, this particular government entity person sponsored this program. Chances are really good a lot of the programs may be sponsored by Republicans, and they don't want to reveal that. Why? Because it would make these people look bad in the eyes of their voters. But at the end of the day, again, let me just make it clear. Just because you do not agree with the program does not make it waste. If you're going to find waste, if you're going to find fraud, then take the time to do it. But you're not going to do it in a month. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if they're cutting the transgender stuff, ABC, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Then they're gonna cut out your booty cream or whatever. I'm gonna get ABC a new name. The A is for alpha male, and the B and C.
B is for booty cream.
The BC is for alpha male booty cream.
Damn, he done fell in his own trap. Damn.
Good.
Tyrone, solution. If I just make a comment.
Go ahead,
May I make a comment?
The solutions on that cream.
Go ahead, brother.
Jay, shut up a minute. Tyrone, is it okay to make a comment?
Yes, sir.
Look here, thank you. What I wanted to say with respect to what Joe was saying, I'm going to go ahead and allow that. It's true in this country, but to promote that in foreign countries absolutely can be looked at as waste, because we don't have an obligation or a right to promote that sort of thing. I think it's disgusting here, okay? However, they are citizens. We live in a pluralistic society. Okay, fine.
However, damn, Tyrone, you let rainbows
come on,
talk.
How? What you ain't gonna do, brother? Because you got to allow Mike is interrupt people, man. Come on, man. Don't do that. Let that man finish talking.
Thank God there's some order. Yeah. So
right.
yeah.
I'll let the rainbow flow.
All right. We know what an empty mind sounds like. Yeah. So that's it. Basically, Tyrone, is that we can't push that in other nations. That is going beyond the pale. That is above and beyond recognizing the rights of individual citizens, even if we disagree on American soil. So I'm going to agree
what are you? I want to be clear about what you're saying is that can't be pushed. Are you saying like the gay stuff? It can't be pushed. Is that what you're saying?
That's what was being expressed, and that's what I'm commenting toward. We can allow for that here to a certain degree in the U.S. because, as I said, we live in a pluralistic society. People have rights under personhood, not so much under gender, but certainly under personhood, which transcends gender, right? And so, yeah, but to promote that in other countries for whatever reason can be seen, and I think should be seen, as waste, fraud, and abuse.
Who's promoting in other countries, though? Where you getting that?
Well,
from?
That's what AIDS was doing, or AID. I'm sorry, not AIDS, AID. That's what U.S. AIDS. That's what it was doing. It was promoting transgenderism in other countries.
That was a Freudian slip.
But Mr. Solution.
Wait a minute, hold on. But listen, hold on. Listen, I got to give a community note or whatever. That is not what the USAID represents. It's the United States Agency for International Development, an independent agency for the United States government responsible for administrating civilian foreign aid development assistance. And that goes into food, health care, helping stop diseases, helping prevent the spread of Ebola, just a whole lot of things that USAID does. When Mr. Solution just narrowed it down, saying that they spreading some bullshit homosexual agenda. That's just not true. So that's not true.
Well, no, it is true. I was going by the itemized list. And I'm first of all, understand this. We can bifurcate, okay? And that's what I'm doing here. That is the reason the list is itemized and not consolidated. So I'm saying that, look, I agree 100% with what you just said. Promoting charity and those worthwhile products, procedures, medicine, food, this kind of thing, and even some degree education. Yes. However, that's going to be rolled in under the State Department, and they will oversee the legitimate aspects of USAID, juxtaposed to them being an independent organization.
Okay, once again, like another community note, the USAID is a decentralized network for the residents. Field missions is drawn on the mandate of the U.S. government programs. It provides things like disaster relief, poverty relief, technical cooperation on the global issues, including the environment, U.S. bilateral interests, and social economic development. Can I please keep the goddamn people informed correctly instead of this bullshit anti-gay agenda?
I want to respond to you so that you are informed correctly.
It's anti-gay agenda that you're trying to put solely on USAID. That is not what the fuck that organization is for. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
Okay, now, would you listen a minute with both ears and a brain in between?
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'd like to respond to that, too.
Okay.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. It's hard enough communicating with this guy. Yes, I agree with that, Tyrone. How can I say I agree with you except to say I agree with you? I'm talking about the other things outside of those legitimate things. And it doesn't exist anymore, so it's somewhat of a moot point.
Yeah,
go ahead, Joe.
Something else you're kind of overlooking, Tyrone, and that is this. When you look at these earmarked expenditures for specific actions and expenses, you will see that in many of these cases, those actions were not done. That money was either not spent or was diverted elsewhere. I specifically referred you to the so-called schools in Nigeria and the ports in Haiti that were never completed. $1.1 billion for renovations of ports of the port in Port-au-Prince, which was never done. Now, what happened to that money? Was it put back in the Treasury, or was it spent on other things? The indication seems to indicate that things like that, those are not the only two things. Things like that were diverted to other things, and I've even heard people here say, oh, it was done because it had to be done surreptitiously for the benefit of the United States, and the American people don't really need to know about it.
Let Joe go. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, but Sarge, I don't think anybody has an argument with that. All right. Again, if it's really truly waste, then fine. Everybody I've heard say, I'm on board with that. But if you are, what's happening is, people from the so-called moral side of the program are saying that this thing is waste because they just don't like the program. And Mr. Solutions, it's up to the host country to complain about it, not you. If you don't have an issue, again, these are programs that are sponsored by someone or some group. All right. And if you want to get down to it, find that group and find that person and say, hey, look, you guys are the ones sponsoring it. USAID does not initiate programs. They facilitate programs. I said this numerous times. All right. You got to really understand what the hell is going on. Take the time to do a little research. And so if you have a problem with them, putting an LGBT program, positive program in another country, that's up to the host country to complain about it. Not USAID. They're only doing what they're asked to be done. And so, some of this stuff, again, is you look at it and on the surface, it may be one thing, but in actuality may be another, as Sarge just kind of mentioned. Some of these programs are put in place to destabilize governments or, in the case of all right, let's say Afghanistan, there was a woman that asked for money for a school for women in Afghanistan. Women are not allowed to go to school under the Taliban, all right? So the mere act of this woman having a school that is funded by USAID is pretty much the same as putting an LGBT program in place somewhere else because it's something that's not allowed in Afghanistan. But that's something that America wants to do. They want to project that soft power into the Taliban and create problems for the Taliban because they know if women have rights in Afghanistan, then that will destabilize the government. So again, you have to look past what you believe and look past what the actual purpose of the program is. You may not agree with it, but again, somebody sponsored it and put it into play, and there's a reason behind it. Now, in the case of what Sarge says, it's a case of following the money, right? Yes, you're probably going to find some fraud and some waste. Absolutely. Whenever you talk about large sums of money like that, it's inevitable, all right? And I don't think anybody is against that. Nobody is against that. They want to stop the waste. But at the end of the day, just because you don't agree with something doesn't make it waste.
Well, I submit to you that it's more than just waste. I submit to you that the very schemes you are describing are a perfect way to launder money and embezzle it. And I think in the final analysis, we're going to find that most of this money that looks like waste is actually embezzlement and monies that are being directed to people's pet projects and pet constituencies without legislative approval.
Okay, so we talked about this last week. Sarge. USAID is 1% or less than the goddamn budget. Now, if they were serious about waste, then they would be concentrating on the other 99% of the goddamn budget. So you guys, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk because you're lying when you're saying that they're concentrating on fucking waste. Whenever you're concentrating on waste and you're looking at 1% of something, you ain't concentrating on waste. You concentrating on fucking with people. That's what the fuck they're doing. So you're lying when you're saying that they spending all this money. They ain't concerned about the goddamn money. They're just trying to cause hurt and division in this goddamn country and worldwide, right? But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is as we pull out of USAID and our contribution to the planet, China and Russia is gonna step the fuck in, and it's gonna make them stronger. You fucking jackasses. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with all of y'all.
They don't get the money, you goddamn fool. They direct where it goes. You fucking idiot.
So you're saying it's more than what percentage of the budget is USAID, sorry?
I just told you, they don't get that much money directly. They direct its output from the Treasury.
What percentage of the goddamn...
That's where the influence is. Not in the amount of money they get in their budget.
What
their influence comes from their ability to direct and to funnel the payments, particularly to non-governmental organizations.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll share this screen with you guys, and this is the Pew Research, and it tells you right here how much USAID received. And I was wrong. It's 1.2%. That's what the Pew Research says. Okay,
and so I told you that's not the issue.
You're worried about spending, right? Am I correct?
No, I'm worried about where they direct all this goddamn billions and hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars.
Okay, so
where they direct it is what matters.
Let me ease your worries. It's not coming from USAID. Okay, so there you go. He started as okay, so let Maze go. What's up, Maze?
Well, why are they checking everything except all this money this man Elon Musk is making?
There you go.
In the contracts and all of the stuff that he's doing. They won't have no conversation about that, but they so elated of everything else. That's what I'm wondering. That's where our tax dollars are going, and nobody's complaining about, but he's to whatever he is to the White House. He's putting
at least that money's out in the open. It's not being hidden away in some blank account somewhere.
Let her finish.
I'm talking.
Let her finish.
And I would like for him to explain, is he happy because Elon Musk is getting all this money? Or telling him what to do, them what to do.
Like I said, we know about that money, man. We don't know about all this other money that we just now finding out about.
You ain't found out nothing. You knew Elon Musk living off the
We knew about Elon Musk subsidies. You guys complain about them all the time. We didn't know about money going to Haiti ports.
What I'm saying is he still getting money.
Get spent on Haiti ports.
Money and contracts. He's trying to take over all the contracts so he can be over all of them. So he can make more money. And at the time, wasn't he, when he was getting his money, was he in Africa or was he in America?
I don't know where he was. I don't care. It's out in the open. We can debate whether or not we need to continue those subsidies or not. We can decide to cut them off. At least we know about it. That's the point I'm trying to make. We don't know about this other shit USAID has been doing.
Nothing we want to hear. That's the point. You're not talking about nothing we want to hear. Because if they're taking money from one place...
Oh, will you be quiet? Will you stop babbling for just a moment, please?
If they're taking money from one place, you only care about what they tell you to care about. And then you keep saying, Fanny. Fanny is over. We want you to enjoy your government that you got now. You know you're not happy. You try to distract so you can't even... It's hurting you so bad you don't even want to talk about it. You want to come in here, you're Three Musketeers, Arab Night Black.
She said anything of value whatsoever tonight. I want to know what I missed, if I missed something. She can give me all of this conversation just complaining about Elon Musk. Getting something that we already know about.
You so concerned about the budget. Why don't you worry about the budget that they're giving him, the money they ain't even looking into what he's getting. And
I'll let you worry about it, Maze. I'm worried about other things right now. You can worry about Elon Musk all you want.
I know you don't want to talk about it. You love what he's doing.
I didn't say I didn't want to talk about it. I said I'm not worried about it right now. I'm worried about all this other money these damn bureaucrats are controlling and directing into things that we did not authorize these payments for.
Don't care about nothing. You just want to be screaming and hollering about nothing.
So I'm going to say it again until you finally get through your blockhead what I actually said. Because you're such a fucking blockhead, you'll never understand it anyway.
Okay, so hold on for a second.
One more question, Tyrone.
Go ahead.
So he wants the people to come from other countries and with $5 billion and they can open up stores over here. How does Lulu feel about that?
Okay.
The Three Musketeers, Saturday Night Live. Like.
All right.
I want to answer from them. They always been in the way, just getting in the way, trying to distract. Let people have.
Oh, you mean we're gonna be more like Mexico, huh? Might be a good idea.
Hold on. Listen, Sarge just lied when he said that people didn't authorize these payments from USAID and the government agencies that they're closing. That is a lie. Before Trump got into office, Congress authorized all of that spending that they cut, which means you voted for it. You voted for this Congress. You voted for those people to represent you. So you voted for the spending. What we didn't vote for was this piece of shit racist South African coming up in here fucking with our goddamn money. We didn't vote for that. But this motherfucker is bent over backwards kissing Elon Musk's ass. Just like that weak-ass president we have, Donald Trump, who's done conceded power of the most powerful office on the goddamn planet to a fucking racist piece of shit from South Africa. These motherfuckers ain't saying shit about this co-presidency of this fucking non-elected fucking bureaucrat bullshit piece of shit motherfucker that make these piece of shit cars. You ain't said shit about that. You supporting the
I'll say something about it. I'll say
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You supporting the weakest
somebody.
motherfucking president that we ever had. As soon as he got into office, this piece of shit conceded power. He's not in charge. He's not in charge. Elon Musk has no business in a cabinet meeting. Elon Musk has no business in the goddamn Oval Office letting his son spread boogers all over the goddamn desk. He don't even dress the part. He don't even use the proper decorum. He don't even wear the suit and tie to just be respectful of the office or the position of the goddamn president. And you son of a bitches, you Russian fucking goddamn comrades, you pieces of shit traitors, y'all don't give a fuck about this goddamn country. All y'all give a fuck about is owning the fucking libs, owning the left, and all that kind of dumb shit that your cult ass has been programmed to goddamn respond to. That's all I'm hearing right now. Jesus Christ.
Well,
You're only worried about some little kid's boogers on the Resolute desk, and you ain't worried about $4 trillion in waste, embezzlement, and fraud. You're really a piece of work, Lyrone.
And we never gonna worry about it. So,
well, the only reason that they die hard,
because his reign gonna come
the only reason that they die hard cutting waste is because they want to give a tax cut to the oligarchs. What? That's the only reason.
Trump ain't the president.
They have to.
When they make corporations people. And these three dummies don't have sense enough to know that the corporations are the ones that Elon Musk is hanging with and trying to make that sure his tax dollars don't go to where it should go, it goes to them. They don't have sense enough to know that.
Trump is not the president. Trump is not the president.
No, it's like they say Obama was running the White House. We see who running this one.
Yeah, he's right there in the goddamn office. He's in the goddamn meeting. And these motherfucking pieces of shit ain't saying shit about that motherfucking
And then he with white nationalists too, and they ain't got nothing to say about that.
And then
Elon Musk that keep coming up with specifics, and you keep launching off in your goddamn talking points.
I'll go to bed, Sarge. When anybody hear you, because you don't like black people anyway, so go somewhere. I don't know what that with the people you
I don't
know.
like black niggas like you. That's for damn sure.
Well,
listen,
that's what you are. I'm not one of those.
Let me tell y'all something. Nobody else ain't said this.
The hell you're not.
Joe Biden, I want to say that Joe Biden was the last real president that this country had. Joe Biden was the last president that this country had because Joe Biden took it on the goddamn chin. He stood before the American people. He told us what he was going to do. He led our fucking military, and he enacted programs that actually benefit the damn people in this country. The stock markets was booming. Inflation was down. Infrastructure projects got started under Joe Biden. And this motherfucker, as soon as he get in the office, he's firing tens of thousands of motherfucking people, causing unemployment to fucking skyrocket. The stock market is fucking crashing. Even Elon Musk's fucking piece of shit Tesla stock is crashing. These motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing, and y'all keep giving them credit for being businessmen when the government is not a fucking business. There's something wrong with y'all.
And they still talking
Hey,
about
what did Stacey Abrams do with that $2 billion she got from the EPA? Do you know what she did with it?
You complain about eggs while you're not
Are we
complaining
going to
about
have an audit of how she spent that $2 billion from that community grant she got from the Power Forward community thing?
You're worried about Stacey Abrams. Why ain't you worried about all the subsidies that Elon Musk is getting from our fucking goddamn taxes? As a matter of fact, there was a headline today that Elon Musk, Verizon was in charge of some type of government communications. Elon Musk just canceled Verizon, and he's making SpaceX in charge of that communication. Won't you talk about that money that Elon Musk is stealing from us, you dumb son of a bitch? What is wrong with you? talking about a goddamn Stacey
You
Abrams.
don't answer no questions because you ain't got no goddamn
Because
answer.
you don't give a fuck about the money.
That fucking money.
You don't give a fuck about the money.
About the pending Medicaid cut.
You don't care about the money. You just worry about making a point to the left. That's all the fuck
Notice
you
you're not answering the goddamn question.
Because you don't care.
$5,000 he think he gonna get from Elon Musk so he can brag that from Elon Musk he think he gonna get $5,000. That's what he think, and that's why him and the other.
You're not answering the question, Lyrone. What did she do with that $2 billion fucking dollars?
Don't care. We
don't care. You don't care. As long as she gets it, and maybe you get a piece of the action.
I ain't worried about it. If I got a piece of the action, you know what I do? I sit it to the side till they come back to get it. Just like you did in 2000 that you're happy about.
Yeah, nobody's talking about the pending Medicaid cut.
No, and the medicine and the medication.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about that too, because I can be very specific about it. It's a goddamn lie. And I'll tell you why it is. It's a reconciliation bill. According to the House rules, you are not allowed to make changes in payments to Social Security, Medicaid, or Medicare unless it's a general order, normal order rule. You can't do it in a reconciliation package. It's a goddamn lie.
Are you still screaming?
Is that what you think?
Will you please respond to what I said, even if I did yell?
That's nothing. That's the problem.
I said you can't do it in a reconciliation package.
We're not talking about a reconciliation.
You're not trying to do it.
That's what we're looking at today. You're not saying nothing about it because you agree with it. But then you're not even looking at you. You're not even.
Shut this stupid bitch up. You don't know nothing about this shit.
Up there at the White House with black Republicans. Why don't we see you in there? Since you so.
Do any of you intend to respond to that? You're just gonna let it go by? Just call me a liar.
Okay.
It's a reconciliation package. You cannot make alterations to payments in a reconciliation package. Ain't no politician suicidal enough to vote for cuts in any of those things right now.
Okay, so I'm going to respond.
What Elon Musk doing supposed to be done by the Congress, not by him. For the stuff that he's doing, he don't even have authority.
Shut that blithering idiot up and please respond.
Okay, so
think about it.
I'm going to respond to Stacey Abrams' $2 billion. And if you guys look on the goddamn
and the reconciliation thing that they can't do what y'all accusing them of doing.
See, this is what happens whenever you try to bring these facts. Oh, if you guys look at
what fact did I just say that wasn't true?
Okay, so I'm going to mute you for 1 second so I can speak. So here's a fact check on the $2 billion from Stacey Abrams. It is a fucking lie, which proves what I've been saying about these programmed cultists that this rumor started on goddamn Facebook. And here he is on fucking February the 27th, 2025, right? Spreading this goddamn lie. Okay, it just got started. So Stacey Abrams stole $2 billion from taxpayers. Without evidence, social media posts claim that the EPA granted Stacey Abrams $2 billion. If you're in short time, so let's read this one. Power for Communities, a coalition of housing and energy groups, received a $2 billion grant for Inflation Reduction Act, which makes the nationwide energy efficient homes and improvements. Stacey Abrams, senior counselor, was Rewiring America, one of those 5 groups that made the coalition until it ended in 2024. Abrams did not work for Power Forward Communities, and there's no evidence that she received any money from that grant or engaged in any illegal activity. So what they're saying is that somehow or another, some right-wing idiot like Sarge that's wired up to the fucking gill, running around here just trying to demonize fucking Stacey Abrams, lied and posted on Facebook that she received $2 billion that this Forward Power Community company received, and said somehow or another Stacey Abrams was retired to it. So now what I want you to do when I open this mic, Sarge, is I want you to retract that lie that you just told about Stacey Abrams. Otherwise, you're just going to prove my point and show everybody that you got your head so far up Elon Musk and Donald Trump ass that you can't see the light of day. So go ahead and correct yourself, sir. Can you do that? Can you do that, Sarge?
He disappeared.
That's what the fuck I thought. See, when these motherfuckers come on here with lies, they don't want to correct themselves.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to answer that because you distort every motherfucking thing I say because you cannot prevail in any debate with me. You had to distort what I said. What I said was that this organization, Power Communities that is linked with Stacey Abrams, whom she advocated for to get the funding, spent $2 billion. And my question was, how was it spent? Was there an audit made of the money spent? Because the commissioner, Lee Zeldin, said that's where the monies were directed, and she is heavily linked with that organization. So I'm not accusing her of a crime. You're insinuating that I said she was accused of a crime. I want to know how the money was spent, and will there be an audit of how money was spent?
Let me respond to you. You're lying again. Because you specifically asked everybody on this goddamn phone to tell you what the hell Stacey Abrams did with $2 billion. That came out of your fucking mouth, sir. You didn't say shit about power forward communities. You didn't say a goddamn thing about, and this article that I'm reading says that Stacey Abrams did not work for power forward communities, and there's no evidence she received any money from the grant or engaged in any illegal activities. So you're lying again when you're saying that she's linked to this goddamn company. So now, once again, I'm going to give you the opportunity to fucking retract what the fuck you said, sir. Why don't you just come clean?
I'm going to once again say what I said, not what you said I said, because you're a goddamn liar. What I said was, in their only press release, was they said that in addition to induction stoves, which is another pet project of the greenhouse watermelon Marxist left, they would use the $2 billion they got from the EPA to help install heat pumps, heat pump water heaters, solar panels, home battery systems, EV chargers, and weatherization upgrades. And now, they now say, and this is their filings, not Sarge's, you goddamn lying motherfucker. They said they got $100 in the bank after a $2 billion funding. So where do they spend that money on? Can we have an audit or not?
Well, see,
that's all I said, you son of a bitch.
Well,
I didn't say that when you said.
You backtracking on what the fuck you said.
You're a goddamn liar.
I'm not. Do you want me to play it back, Sarge?
Please, play it back, motherfucker, and see if I said what you said.
Hey, Tyrone.
Play it back.
Okay, go ahead.
Yahoo News report.
Go ahead. Go ahead, ABC.
I got a Yahoo News report that talks about it.
Ain't nobody want to hear
I asked the question, is it true or false? And they put...
Maybe for Saturday Night Live.
It's some true,
hold on, let me hear what he said. Say again?
Some true, some false. And what it says is that Power Forward Communities is a program led by 5 organizations, including Rewiring America, a nonprofit group. Former Democratic Stacey Abrams has worked with since 2023. They received $2 billion government grant from the EPA. What's undetermined, this is what they say. Claims online say the $2 billion grant for Power Forward Communities was discovered by Doge. However, EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin said on February 13th that his team discovered the funding. I'm trying to see where it talked about her. Oh, here we go. Stacey Abrams. Here it is. Stacey Abrams scam uncovered Doge ? Power Forward Communities. Shit.
You didn't even hear what you just
Power Forward Communities was only a few months old with just $100 in the bank when it received the $2 billion grant in 2024. On their website, they listed partnerships with 2 other nonprofits, both founded by Stacey Abrams. Abrams also serves as a senior counsel for Rewiring America, an organization that leads a coalition of groups, including Power Forward Communities.
Okay, so hold on right there. Hold on.
There's 3 different organizations that he's involved with.
Hold on. You just can't talk over this. The post you just read is from Libs of TikTok. Do you understand that? The post you just shut up. Wait a minute. Okay, shut the fuck up, because you ain't gonna do this live and just lie to motherfuckers.
This is
shut the fuck up. The post you just read. Shut the fuck up. The post you just read. It's in the chat room, guys. It's from Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikToks is the one that started the fucking rumor. ABC started out. Wait a minute. Shut up. ABC started out correctly by using by reading the Yahoo News the thing that says true and false, because the company did receive the damn $2 billion, but it didn't have shit to do with Stacey Abrams. So ABC, what the fuck? I see how your brain works.
Tyrone, is everything you said, is that all on the Yahoo News report? The Libs of TikTok, is that on the Yahoo News report?
No, it's what you just read.
No, I did, but it's up. But listen, it's on the Yahoo News report. The Libs of TikTok, like you said, that's on this report, the Yahoo News. They put it on there. They included it with what they wrote, and then they said to the question, did she get money or not, they put mixture. Yahoo News did this. Mixture.
Can I say
Some of it's
something,
true,
Tyrone?
some of it's false.
Okay, so listen. Let
Go
me
to
just say this
Yahoo
first.
News to find it.
Hold on. Let me just say this first, Maze. ABC do not know how to process the internet, so I don't have the time to teach him. I don't know what else to tell him. You don't know how to process.
Hey, but seriously, Tyrone, can you pull it up yourself?
Can't comprehend.
I got it right there on the screen, man.
You looking at Yahoo News?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so scroll up.
Okay.
Internet education.
Well, right there.
Scroll up. You see?
All of my information came from the EPA administration.
No, hold on. Hold on, sir. ABC is wanting a class on how to use the internet, and I'm trying to help him.
Keep going. No, it's right there. Wait a minute.
Right
it
there?
lives a TikTok.
Yeah.
That's on the Yahoo News report, right?
Okay, so wait right there. Okay, so what we're looking at, ABC, is that Yahoo News took from X the original post. I just clicked on the original post, the libs of TikTok post, and put it in Yahoo News as an attachment. Okay, and they're reporting that this post is false. Do you understand that?
Where does this say that this post? Where does this say that they're saying it's false?
Okay, so
just show where
because at the top of the page, it says fact check. It says fact check, and they're talking about that goddamn post.
Scroll up to the fact check part.
Okay. So we
because what you're doing, I'm telling you, why did they put it on there? They put it on there because they said
put it on there to debunk it.
It's unclear whether it's true or not.
Oh my fucking God!
It says mixture. Hey, you just passed it. It says mixture.
Right here, mixture.
Right there. You're skipping it. Right there. You had it. Mixture.
Okay.
So you making it a big deal that Libs of TikTok reported it, but Yahoo News posted Libs of TikTok reporting it. Why did they put it on there?
Okay, so shut up. Okay, so right here, here's the claim. The U.S. Department of Government officially discovered $2 billion of the U.S. government grant paid a nonprofit group linked to former Democrat Republican Stacey Abrams, and the rating is a mixture. What's true? Power Forward Communities is a program led by 5 organizations, including Rewiring America, a nonprofit group that the Democrat Representative Stacey Abrams worked for since 2003. Power Forward Community.
We can't see it.
Wait a minute. Okay. Power Forward Community received $2 billion in government grant agency protection. So what they're saying is Power Forward Community is tied to 5 other organizations. Not Stacey Abrams working for Power Forward organization, but Stacey Abrams was working for Rewiring America, a nonprofit group that Stacey Abrams worked for. Power Forward America received. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Power Forward America received the $2 billion, not Reforwarding America, Rewiring America.
She doesn't just work for Power Forward. She works for 3 or 4 of them. It said there's like 5.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, nigga. You brought this article up, and you wanted me to decipher it for you, and that's exact. Don't insert your own shit. We're reading it on the goddamn screen.
You stop reading.
I didn't read.
It's all on Yahoo News. Is Yahoo News a legitimate source or not?
No, because you can go right to Power Forward Communities and see where the money's going. It's right there on their website.
Well, okay, we can do that, but Tyrone is getting on me because I pulled up this article. Is Yahoo News
I'm getting on you because you can't read.
Is Yahoo News legitimate or not?
I'm looking at there's a PDF on Power Forward Communities website, and it clearly says Power Forward Communities first round of investments, and it tells you exactly where the money's going.
And look at that.
Well, there's more than Power Forward. There's a few.
That's not an audit.
We don't need.
Okay. So let me do this right here again because
That's not an audit, Tyrone.
Okay, I didn't say anything about no audit.
What they report. You want to see what BLM reports?
Okay, we didn't say. Okay, we didn't say anything about audits. ABC presented this article.
And that wasn't even in the conversation.
I am saying we ought to have an audit. For what it's worth.
Okay, so
and
that's
you
another.
don't want an audit because you know what it's going to reveal.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute you for 1 second. So every time I push back on these idiots, sorry, throw up a red herring. We ain't saying anything about no audits. So one more time, what's true? Power Forward Community is a program led by 5 organizations, including Rewiring America. That's significant.
Okay.
Rewiring America, a non-profit group that former Democrat Representative Stacey Abrams has worked for since 2023. Power Forward Communities, now she worked for Rewiring America. Power Forward Community received the $2 billion of a grant for Environmental Protection Agency. They didn't say anything about shut the fuck up and let me teach you how to read. They didn't say anything about Rewiring America receiving $2 billion. They said that Power Forward Communities and Rewiring America are groups that are combined, led by Power Forward Communities led by Rewiring America. That's what it says.
Okay, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm reading it right now. So let me teach you how to read.
Oh Lord, we don't want to hear
Power Forward Community.
for a whole hour. We don't even want to
Power
over this.
Forward Community.
It's even
It's
important.
only a few months old.
Shut the fuck up and let him speak.
Not important.
Hey,
It's already been
Tyrone.
solved.
I'm listening.
Can you shut up, this lady, so I can read this?
You shut
It
up.
says
I'm thinking you want to hear you.
We don't want to hear you, man. You add nothing to the conversation. Shut the fuck up.
We want to talk about.
Tyrone.
Damn it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Tyrone, just let me
one
read
thing
this.
I want to say, Tyrone, it don't matter what Stacey did or whatever did. All them criminals that sitting up there in that White House and place and not doing things, haven't they been in the prison and did quick stuff and they're not even complaining about it?
Okay, Tyrone, can I read this?
Like his
You
son-in-law,
read it. I want to read it.
he went to prison for what? Embezzling stuff and all of that, but they don't care. They want to look at Stacey. They want to look at Stacey, but we don't care nothing about you talking about Stacey.
Okay, Tyrone. Can I read
Do you
this?
get it? You can't comprehend ABC anyway. That's why you got ABC.
I'm going to see you.
Well, hold on. Let Maze.
That just goes to show you what they are if they let you be.
Let ABC go. Let ABC go.
Thanks, Tyrone. So it says Power Forward Communities was only a few months old with just $100 in bank when it received the $2 billion grant in 2024. But right here it says on their website, that's Power Forward's website, on their website, they listed partnerships with 2 other nonprofits, both founded by Stacey Abrams. So Power Forward gets the money. They have a partnership with 2 other nonprofits, both founded by Stacey Abrams. Do you understand that, Tyrone?
I understand what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay, so Power Forward gets the money, and then they partner with 2 other nonprofits. So what's their partnership? Is that just, I just want to talk to you? If it's a partnership, that's financial, right? It's involved financially. So Power Forward is the big bank that got the money. Then they partner with 2 nonprofits, each one owned by Stacey Abrams. So she getting money from Power Forward. Who got the money from the bank?
And there's something else you need to consider, Tyrone. That $20 billion that the Biden administration had for these purposes was taken from the United States Treasury and parked in an outside financial institution of which the executive branch has no oversight over.
Okay, so hold on, Maze. So what Sarge and ABC is doing, ABC presented this article. And now that he reads something, he's inserting things into the article and say there's got to be a connection. This is how the conspiracy mind works. Instead of reading the goddamn evidence that is there, where they says Stacey Abrams didn't work for Power Forward Communities, they want to say because Stacey Abrams is tied to Rewired America that somehow another Stacey Abrams got the $2 billion. That is not what this fucking goddamn article says.
It's simple enough to end it right here, Tyrone. It's simple enough to end it right here.
No.
Does Power Forward partner with 2 nonprofits that are each owned by Stacey Abrams? Yes or no? If they are, that's the end of it.
I'm trying to find where you're reading that, but if it says that ABC, that is not Power Forward Communities. It says clearly that Power Forward Communities got the $2 billion. That's what it says. And then you are. Wait a minute. It said. Wait a minute. Shut up.
Make it seem like she owned them, which you can't comprehend.
Yeah. It said that Power.
Everything's confused because Macy's jumping in.
It says that Power Forward got the damn $2 billion. You are inserting. Shut the fuck up. You are inserting. You are inserting that because these other 2 companies are tied to Power Forward that Stacey Abrams got $2 billion, and that's why that damn post got flagged on Facebook and said it's not true. Because you don't have no evidence of that.
Okay, that's not what I said, Tyrone.
No, Sarge, you said Stacey Abrams.
You know what? Okay, let me tell you what I
You
just said.
said Stacey Abrams got the $2 billion directly. That's how we got here, motherfucker. And now you want the damn backtrack and say you didn't say that shit. Everybody heard you say Stacey Abrams got the goddamn money, Sarge. You said it, so stop lying.
God damn it!
She got the money, and the other one said that she owed
I
it.
said what Lee Zeldin said he found out.
God damn it, you got me.
You did not.
Nigga, can you not fucking listen?
You got me.
You didn't. You
All
did
right,
not.
one more time. Lee Zeldin said that $20 million were taken from the United States Treasury, and the Biden administration parked it in outside financial institutions over which the executive branch has no oversight. That's what these 5 organizations were funded by this money over which the EPA did not have oversight.
So now it's Biden. Let's put him in jail too. We sick of you. So sick of you.
I want to see an audit, and a lot of other Americans do too. We want that goddamn money audited.
What you gonna do when you see it? We want to see a whole lot of audits that we can't see.
Well, no then, goddammit!
I'm trying to say, so what you gonna do when you see it? Nothing. All that screaming and hollering.
Oh, you might be trying to refer something to the Department of Justice. That's what.
Don't care with the last you're trying to.
Then we can refer some shit to the Department of Justice, because I know they're gonna come up with some BLM shit.
I have nothing against people like
that.
You do. And
not for nothing. I see a program I can take part in on my house. They got a big. They doing big time weatherization programs. I need to apply my damn self.
Well, I want y'all to know this.
How many charging stations did they build with those billions of dollars that they took to build EV charging stations? 8 fucking charging stations.
Okay, so
$30 billion.
I want y'all to notice. I want y'all to notice that instead of actually talking about prices not going down and the stock market's fucking
now
crashing.
you're ready to change the subject.
Okay, no, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. I want to tell them. I'm trying to expose you and ABC right now because y'all motherfuckers are so programmed, and you go into the goddamn grocery store every day paying higher fucking prices. You're going to the gas station paying higher prices right now, and you want to come on here and talk about some goddamn Stacey Abrams conspiracy. So you ain't want to talk about what the fuck really going on when Elon Musk is lying to people and offering them $5,000 checks just to shut the fuck up. You don't want to talk about that shit. You want to talk about some goddamn conspiracy. Y'all don't want to talk about what's really. You don't want to talk about Donald Trump. You don't want to talk about Donald Trump being the weakest motherfucking president, has bent over and got some of ABC's booty cream and letting Vladimir Putin run that booty cream up in his orange ass. You don't want to talk about how weak that motherfucker is. Jesus Christ.
You walked into that one, ABC. You gave that gift, man. You're going to have to live it.
Well, so I don't want to talk about that shit.
Man, I ain't never seen niggas like this. No wonder you so fucking gullible.
You all out of whack again. You're not even in the conversation.
Hey, Tyrone, you guys denied that the economy was a problem all the way up until the election.
That's what y'all been
saying. The day Trump came in there, you're asking why eggs are too high. All of a sudden you care about that.
No, you dumb son of a bitch. You the one that called it. Shut up. Let me sit here. You the one called in here and talking about how fucked up the economy was while Biden was in office, ABC.
Yeah, you
called in here multiple fucking times. Shut the fuck up.
You're right.
You called in here multiple times, screaming about inflation, screaming about fucking job. Shut the fuck up. And now that Trump is in office, you sound like a rat pissing on cotton. You're not even talking about that shit no goddamn more.
You're right. I agree with you. But you know why? Because he only been in there for 30 days, you dumbass.
Oh, really?
What you think he's going to
do? No. So he been in there for 30 days, right? No. There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe.
Man, don't nobody believe. You can't come in. It ain't a switch you can turn on.
Oh, here we go now.
Oh, now he can't do it. Now he can't. You piece of shit.
I ain't saying he can't do it.
He came in. He promised he was going to end the war.
They should turn the $1 trillion economy around on a dime. Just like that, overnight. Yeah, right.
You dumber than I thought you was.
Okay. We're gonna have to calm down because we got 2 new callers. I got Mama's Boy and Miss Elisa. Welcome to the show.
Okay, I can leave.
Hey, Mr. Lee.
Anyway, now, Mama's Boy here.
Hey, can I say one thing? I just want to say one thing. I'm gonna sit back. I don't want anyone. I want to listen, but the only reason why I tapped in is because I just heard a bold-faced ass lie from somebody who doesn't even know politics. See, you got to talk when you know something, because as soon as Trump won the election, that's when the economy started being affected. But Joe Biden kept driving inflation down. None of you bitch ass niggas wanted to check the inflation rate in December when it was 1.4. It was the same way it was, low as hell, right? And it started going up the minute they seen Trump getting ready to be inaugurated. That's when the inflation rate started changing. It went up to 2.0, and now it's gone. It's out. It's keeps rising. And he didn't tell anybody about the bird flu once he got in. He killed all those agencies that tell us. He backed out of the World Health Organization. So we don't even know the egg prices are because of the bird flu, because your dumbass president that you want to be in office. Y'all are disingenuous. Y'all got to start speaking exact facts, whether you like it or not. I suggest you load up Ground News. That way you will see what the Democrats or left-leaning news agencies are saying. You will see what your right-leaning news agents are saying. And then you'll get to see what's middle of the road, like the AP, who Trump won't allow in the damn press corps, because they spit it down the middle, and when he looks stupid, he don't want that news out there. So I'm sorry, fellas. I don't like to listen to dumb niggas lie, especially when they don't know shit they talking about. Peace, y'all.
All right, what's up, Miss Elisa? How you doing?
Good job.
Hi, Tyrone. I'm not gonna say it because I just heard somebody tell a lie, awful lie. Because I was gonna call in earlier tonight and get in with the show, but I got some things I gotta take care of here. But I heard an awful lie, and I had to rewind because I'm watching it on YouTube. I'm rewinding. Stars, you said that you did not claim Stacey Abrams for stealing that money. Yes, you did. And I'm going to repeat part of what you said before Tyrone pulled up the article. And see, if y'all going to come on here, you need to stop being disingenuous, and you need to stop lying. These are your words, Stars. You know that bitch stole that money. You know that bitch stole that money. You said that. And then you tried to deny that you said that after Tyrone started pulling up facts. Both of you are disingenuous and liars. So I'm just piggybacking on what Mama's boy said. And I can rewind my TV back, Tyrone, and put the phone up, and y'all can play it, what he said.
All right, let me tell you something. I do believe she stole the money, but I'll tell you this much. I will not say that the evidence shows she stole the money yet, because it doesn't. In my personal belief, you're goddamn right, I believe she stole the money. But that doesn't mean I got the evidence to support it. But what I do want to have is an audit to find out where that money went.
Hold on, Sarge.
Sir, you hear that, Tyrone?
Did you hear what I just said? I believe she stole the money. You're damn right.
Sorry, hold on.
I heard you. And that's what you probably should have said. But you didn't say that. You said, that bitch stole our money. Yo, you know that bitch stole that money. That's what you said. That's what you said.
What I'm trying to tell him.
And what you just now said, that would have been the right thing to say. But that's not what you said. You said,
Sarge, come on, man. Hold on. Sarge.
Well, now we've made it plain, so now it's clear where we stand. Maybe I should have made it clear, but you damn right. I believe she stole all a part of that money.
Okay,
and
hold on.
I guarantee you, I believe that an audit will reveal exactly that.
Okay, so Sarge, let her finish.
Tyrone, y'all have fun. I just heard that blatant lie. And I had to find my earphones and put it in. But y'all have fun.
All right. Thank you for calling, Elisa.
I got the inflation calculator.
There's a difference between my personal belief and what the facts support. Like y'all accusing Donald Trump of being a Russian agent. You believe that with a passion, and you ain't got a goddamn bit of evidence to support it.
The evidence is what he just agreed to at the fucking goddamn UN, motherfucker. He sided with fucking Russia, China, and whoever the fuck else. against the goddamn the European
North
allies.
North Korea.
Yeah. And so that's the evidence that Donald Trump is a pussy ass treasonous traitor fucking bitch, and he's sucking goddamn Vladimir Putin off with ABC booty cream.
Okay, you're right. So let's get to this inflation. I got the chart up. Let's talk about this inflation.
Donald Trump is the chief diplomat of the United States, and he is the one responsible for foreign policy. So if you don't like it, take it up with Congress. They ain't got much to say about it until he brings back something to them to ratify.
Well, I believe ABC found another website he's trying to read. Go ahead, ABC.
This is USinflationCalculator.com, and it's got it by month and by year. And it gives you can ask me any month or something in the year, but for 2024 it gives an average for every year too. So 2024 ended at 2.9, the inflation rate, and then January 2025 is 3.0. So it went up 0.1 in February 2025. But I can give you by month.
What about November 2024? November 2024.
January was 3.1, February was 3.2, March was 3.5, April was 3.4, May was 3.3, June was 3.0, July was 2.9, August was 2.5, September was 2.4, October was 2.6, November was 2.7, December was 2.9.
I was wrong. But it was still lower.
What? You was wrong. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, I don't have a problem with saying I'm wrong, bitch nigga.
Let's go to 2023.
One characteristic you don't hold. I can admit when I'm wrong, bitch nigga. Why don't you admit when you wrong, bitch nigga? You don't give me that courtesy, ABC. If you ever gave me that courtesy, I would give it to you. But you don't give me that courtesy. So just like I said, I admit when I'm wrong.
Okay, hey, Mama Boy, can we do this? We ain't got to argue.
You know we don't.
We can have a conversation. We did.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm saying don't do that to me.
It's all good, man. Just let me finish saying my part, and then I'll
go ahead.
I'm saying that we know that we can have a conversation. I'm gonna talk shit about you. I say a lot of stuff about you, and you say stuff about me. So it ain't no problem, man. It's cool. But you can call me out if I'm saying something wrong. And know that I'm gonna call you out when you said something wrong. I talk about you all the time, but it ain't no, I ain't got no fire or nothing. It's just what it is. And on this particular thing, the way you came in was like dumb niggas, they don't know nothing, all that kind of shit. I'm like, okay, well, let me see what's on there. And then it's like, you wrong. So it just caught you in a situation where you were coming in strong, but you were wrong about what you were saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but ABC, I mean, the issue at hand is that Trump came in as a campaign promise that he was going to lower it, he was going to stop the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. I mean, the list goes on and on. You can wipe it off and say, hold on, you can wipe it off and say, hey, that was just campaigning, but this is what people believe to elect him. So shouldn't they hold him accountable to that?
You can hold him accountable. Yes, he said it. But this is what my answer is to that. Man, we know all of these people lie. The question is it a bald-faced lie where they ain't nowhere near what they was talking about? Or is it some exaggeration saying, I'm going to be the greatest, best, everything I do is the greatest thing ever? Well, obviously that's exaggeration. But can he come close to it? And we don't know. He just started with this stuff. But we know how he is. He got his name on everything he does. He's a narcissist. We already know that.
It ain't as bad as saying that Zelensky's a champion of democracy. That little dictating bastard over there in Ukraine.
He's a liar too.
Okay, Sarge.
Man had to
Zelensky's a champion of democracy. He ain't having no more election. Declared martial law. He's locking up all his political opposition. He's imposing censorship. He done shut down the Russian Orthodox Church. And yet still, he's a defender of democracy. Fucking shit. That's what Biden was telling us for the last 3 years.
All right, so Vladimir Zelensky is not a dictator. The reason that he's not having election is because his country is at war. Their constitution says that whenever their country is at war, they don't hold elections. So you're lying again. Good Lord.
This is how you lose credibility.
That's not what the Ukrainian constitution says. I've read it. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not what it says.
He explained it himself.
When the parliament overrides it, he's supposed to undo it. He ain't done it.
Well,
let me tell you another thing too.
Hold on, motherfucker.
That's what they call the parliament over
Okay, when is the last time? Let me ask you this, nigga. When is the last time Russia had an election, Sarge? And once you answer that, is Vladimir Putin a dictator? Can you answer that for me?
Actually, they just had one.
Goddamn Democrats.
You know what, Democrats? See, I told you he have point when you're talking about something. He's somewhere in La La Land.
Why you got to change the subject, Tyrone? You was talking about Ukraine. Now you make it
because he called Vladimir Putin a dictator. I mean, he called Zelensky a dictator. And I asked him, and he said that they didn't have elections over there. And I'm asking him when the last time.
And we had elections when they besieged Washington D.C. in 1862. We still had elections.
Oh God!
In the Civil War.
It's America. That ain't Russia, dipshit. And ABC. ABC. I don't have a problem with being. I don't have a problem with being wrong. I'm trying, goddamn, Sarge, calm down. I'm trying to talk to ABC. You know, I don't have a problem with being wrong, but I was right about the scenario. Everything went up when Trump won the election. It was down at the election. And Trump was a part of the inflation rate going up because he was talking 25% tariff on Canada, 25% tariff on Mexico, and 200% tariff on damn China that ended up being 10%, but it's still, I mean, you even had Nissan announced in December, if I'm not mistaken, that they was laying off 9,000 people in preparation for Donald Trump's tariffs. So all of that, you got to understand, people base their shit off the election, not when he's inaugurated. So as soon as he's elected, it's affecting the stock market and interest rates and inflation and jobs. That's every damn election cycle, national election cycle for a president. That everything, the economy is going to be based off who won the election. So I just want to make sure we get understood on that. Go ahead, Sarge. Yeah, you goddamn brains up.
Confidence in the markets, I do understand that, but I will say though, when I read those inflation numbers off, it has not changed much. It was a 0.1 difference. Compared to all of 2024.
What they used to be.
You realize that's
a percentage. That's a percentage. That's a percentage of ABC. And you got to understand when you're talking percentages in a country that is sacking 330 million people, 1% is a lot.
No, it's 0.1%.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, 1% is a lot. So 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, that shit, okay, a 0.1 is going to raise your price of eggs $1.
Well, and I would say I don't know the calculation with that, but I accept that, you know, it means something. I get it. I'm just saying, he's been in there for 30 days. After 6 months.
But this has been rolling. But he's been in office 30 days, but his administration had won the election. So you might as well go all the way back to November is when the shit started.
No. See, that's the problem. Shut up, nigga. That's the problem with this conversation. Donald Trump on the campaign trail said that he was going to lower the price of goddamn groceries. He said, he said that he was going to. He said that he was going to lower inflation. He said he had shit in work to end the goddamn war in Ukraine. When his first day in office, now you're saying, shut the fuck up, nigga. Now you're saying that he's only been in office for so goddamn long. So what you telling me is you accepting this motherfucker lying to you on the goddamn campaign trail. It's just like I just said, you motherfuckers are cultists. Y'all don't give a fuck what this motherfucker says about what he lies about. Y'all don't give a shit. Y'all just want to argue against the goddamn left. That's all this conversation been tonight.
You are cultist. You are in the cult.
You are on the Republican plantation, nigga. Get off the Republican plantation.
All of them lie. You know they all lie.
You are on the Republican plantation.
Okay with it. It's like what else you gonna get? You can't get nothing else. They all lie.
We've been trying to tell you that for years, but you couldn't comprehend that.
You are on the Republican plantation. You guys just follow. Look at the leadership, motherfucker. There is no opposition to anything Trump says. Look at y'all. Y'all don't say anything against Donald Trump. At least the Democrats will call out fucking Democrats.
You didn't say nothing against Biden, you dumbass.
You crazy ass shit. If I didn't call out Joe goddamn Biden. Everybody on this motherfucking phone.
For 3 fucking years.
Everybody on this phone called out goddamn Joe Biden when he was fucked up.
Are you a liar, Tyrone? Don't
you a goddamn liar, man. Kamala put his name book to play for the man.
Mama's boy said he was going to be okay after that debate. He was like, man, I think people got it wrong. He coming back.
But that was during the debate. Hold on.
If you were sitting in and paying attention like you normally sit in on our conversation every week, you would have heard me say I was wrong. I've been calling shit wrong. I've been running a rash of that, calling shit wrong. I thought P. Diddy was gonna get out of jail, and he didn't. And I started way back early in the year saying when I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. I ain't got no problem with
election, right? Hold on, there's a different. Like that, but during the election is a different environment, right? But we're talking about during his presidency. We've been calling Joe Biden out. We've been calling the Democrats out. You guys will not say one thing against the goddamn Republican Party.
Hey, that's a lie, because I called him out. I called out Trump on a couple things.
No, you ain't called Trump out on shit.
Thing. I said it's the worst thing out.
You ain't never called him out.
Listen, I said that the Gaza, this motherfucker went over there. Israel is the devil. And he's supporting and endorsing them. And plus, on top of that, he got a bunch of Zionists in his administration. So
but listen, okay. So you're hold on, wait a minute. That's a good point, because you are wholeheartedly against the damn Jews. That's one thing that you are. But hold on, wait a minute. We know that you against Israel. We know you against the Jews. But look at who the fuck you supporting, nigga. You supporting Donald Trump, who is fucking cozying up to the damn Jews. So look at you. You're a fucking hypocrite.
No, listen. Well, look, y'all keep saying I support him. What I'm saying is that we have Biden and all this devil evil shit that he did, and then we got Trump that came in and said we're gonna be America first. There's only two sexes, a man and a woman. We're gonna get rid of this illegal immigration. All of that shit I support.
Okay, so you call. That's the second time I heard you call. Well, that's the second time I heard you call Biden the devil, right? So you're telling me Donald Trump ain't did no evil shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
I'm not saying
if he ain't upset about Elon Musk, he gonna let him bring some people in and pay $5 billion to come here and start a business.
Like the Elon
Musk doing for the American people.
I agree with
I want to ask you about the evil shit Donald Trump did by hanging out on Epstein Island. What about with Donald Trump down there fucking them damn kids? Is that evil?
I haven't seen anything.
You ain't gonna like the way it comes out.
I haven't seen anything that said.
Hey, that Pam Bondi gonna get to the
bottom. Wait a minute. Hold on. You wait a minute, nigga. Hold on, Sarge.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be letting it come out.
Hold on. Are you saying that you haven't seen anything that connects Trump to Epstein? Is that what you just said?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I have not seen anything that connects.
Let me hear what ABC. Listen, motherfucker. I need you to shut the fuck up. I want to hear what ABC saying. What are you saying, ABC?
I'm trying to tell you if I can get it out. I have not seen anything that said that Trump was messing with little kids.
What?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Listen. Hold on. Listen. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Whenever he first became the goddamn president nominee, there was a court case for a 13-year-old ABC. I mean, that girl was on Epstein Island.
Okay, so what's up?
Shut the fuck up. Well, you said you didn't have anything in her mess with kids. That's one. And then on Howard Stern's show, when he held teenage fucking beauty pageants, he got on there bragging about going back there and watching those naked teenagers in his goddamn beauty pageant. So I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't like the way that sounds. That sounds pretty bad, don't it, ABC?
It don't sound good. Asked his attorney general to get all of them records and let them be seen in the public. Now, if he was in them records, he wouldn't be saying that, you stupid son of a bitch.
That's why you That's why you never gonna see the Epstein records. You never gonna see the Epstein records.
Sarge, are you saying Donald Trump?
When the FBI is the one that's hiding them away, Pam Bondi just sent a letter to Cash Patel complaining about the thousands of documents that they are keeping after she ordered them to give them to her.
Sarge, are you saying Trump?
Sent a letter out today. Did you read the letter?
Okay, I want to know what you're saying. Are you saying Donald Trump didn't have nothing to do with Epstein? Are you saying that?
That's not what I said. That's what it got. It's so hard for you to get what I
couldn't hear you.
You don't remember?
All right, let me say one more time what I said. I said Donald John Trump, the President of the United States, has authorized his Attorney General to release all of the records that the executive branch of the United States government has on the Epstein case. Pam Bondi just wrote a letter today to the director of the FBI, Kash Patel, to produce the thousands of documents that the FBI was supposed to turn over to her last week that they didn't turn over to her at her orders, that they are concealing from her.
Okay, I want to put this out there. Epstein did an interview with this guy. I can't remember his name right off the bat, but the guy has 100 hours of a deposition. I don't want to say deposition, but an interview with Epstein. He hung around with him, and Epstein told him everything about the Trump administration because him and Donald Trump have been friends for more than 15 years. When Trump says he was no longer friends with him, he was lying because he knew Epstein didn't get allowed to be in the administration. So he's sitting there with the guy doing the damn interview, and the guy tells him that he used to bring young teenagers, and especially he talked about one instance where Donald Trump was at his house in Palm Beach, and he was surrounded by 8 or 9 of them and having a nigga good time. You know, this is Epstein. Him and Donald Trump friends 15 years. Now, for me, that's all I need to know he a pedo. But somehow you guys got to have a picture of Donald Trump screwing a child before y'all believe it.
Well, and for y'all information,
I probably believe it's AI generated.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. For y'all consumption, I just put up the pictures of Donald Trump signing the goddamn flight log, the Epstein. So and here's some pictures of Donald Trump and Epstein right here. So
ain't nobody said he didn't hang out with him sometimes. What we're saying is he involved in illegal shit on that island, and there's no evidence of it, and there will be none in this release of thousands of documents that the federal government has in its possession.
Your mind. So in your mind, not anybody else. Can I say something?
Oh, you ain't got no mind, nigga, so you ain't got no anyway.
Go ahead, let Maze go. Go ahead.
Then he was talking to those governors, and he gonna threaten the lady
I'd like to go next
because she didn't agree with what he had to say. He gonna tell her it might be her last time. She might not be governor again. I said, now what kind of person is this? Some of him supposed to be the president, and some of him trying to because if she don't do it the way he wants it, she might not make it. She said that she would take him to court.
Yeah,
now, what kind of conversation?
So much for states' rights.
Because she wants the federal money, she'd better.
So much for states' rights. So much for states' rights.
If she don't want the federal money, let her do what the stupid state wants to do. They can do without the federal funding then. If it's that important to them.
Okay,
Georgia, where you are, you might be the same way.
Let Joe go.
So you agree with extortion. So you agree with extortion, sorry. You agree with extortion then?
Yes.
It ain't extortion. They make the rules about Title IX and federal funding just like Biden did. So this protects, goddammit.
What you so happy about?
Well, let Joe go, and there's the flight logs that Donald Trump was visiting Epstein Island, and there's pictures of Donald Trump and Epstein together. So these guys
but just real quick, Mama's boy, can you tell us the name of this guy who gave all that information about he talked with Epstein and he got all this information?
I believe Frodo just put a link in the chat room, so I'm gonna click on that link.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember his name, but I listened to Epstein say it. He was playing the tapes because he was recording these interviews. So I listened to the words come out of Epstein's mouth himself, explaining that Trump likes the young girls. He used to surround them with them. That's what they did. I mean, obviously, they hung out together. And he introduced Melania to Trump. And the first time, he said it himself out his mouth, the first time they ever had sex was on the Lolita, which Donald Trump owns that plane now. You do realize that. You guys can't see the forest because of the trees. Donald Trump bought the little Lolita plane.
Was you watching or what?
No. Listen, dumbass. I'm gonna state the connection for you.
You're the one who made the
Motherfucker, shut the fuck up and let me finish talking. God damn it.
What you're talking about, you stupid bastard?
Okay.
You're just saying these fucking things.
If I could finish, I ain't gonna be long. The simple connection: why would Donald Trump buy Jeffrey Epstein's plane? Bing, 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 dumbass.
Maybe you got a good deal on it. How the fuck do I know? Why did you tell me? I ain't never thought about it. You have. So tell us then, Mr. Sage.
I was getting ready to speak. Will you be quiet and let him talk?
I'm asking him, motherfucker. You shut up. I just asked him.
Go to bed.
Explain it to me then, mama's boy.
Go to bed with your dumb self. Go.
Yeah, hey, ABC, did
Go
you
ahead,
see
Joe.
I don't know why he brought it, mama's boy. You tell us.
Okay,
Nostalgia, dipshit. Go ahead, Joe.
You don't know anymore? Oh, I'm not worthy of telling. Well, fuck it then.
No, you're not.
Settle down, Beavis. Yeah. So anyway, ABC, since you don't agree with the Gaza thing, and I'm sure you saw the video that they did of how Gaza is how they envision it to be with Putin and I'm sorry, Netanyahu.
With women with
Trump
beard
sunbathing on the beach. Yeah, with Netanyahu and Trump sunbathing on the beach. Did you see that video, ABC?
No, I didn't see that one. I saw them talk about how it's going to be
love
this.
that.
It's called Look Away.
Vacation place or something.
Yeah. Somebody posted that up on. Yeah.
Yeah, but even more than that, Mama's boy, I'm glad you're on the line because I had mentioned how they are trying to clear money out of Medicaid so that they can do this tax cut.
Right.
And Beavis over there is like, it's a reconciliation. No, Beavis. It's not a reconciliation. It is basically the first opening moves for them to reduce Medicaid and food stamps in order for them to clear the cap. It's like a salary cap in a team. If you're going to create, if you want to get, a top-end player, then you got to clear the low-end cap. And so what they're trying to do is with all of these so-called waste and all this fraud and all that, it's not for the benefit of the U.S. It's so that they can put this $4 trillion tax cut in for the oligarchs.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys don't see this?
And he waited for his $5,000, and then he.
So in other words, Joe, they're doing it for some action in the future. Is that what you're saying?
No, not the future.
Yes, they.
Okay, good. Well, then that's in the future. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. They can't do it in a reconciliation package.
They want it to be for 10
years. The reconciliation package is the
framework.
The beginning of the process.
Yeah, it's the blueprint.
The framework for it.
This got to still be done in a separate vote, in a separate motion, to bring it to the floor for a vote.
Well, nobody's arguing that. Nobody's arguing that, but the fact that they drew up the blueprint. Hold on, man. God damn. Can I finish talking, motherfucker? Nobody draws up a blueprint if they don't plan on building something with the motherfucker. So waste the goddamn time and energy, dipshit.
Parallel issues, buddy. Parallel. They don't intersect.
The bottom line is there is no sin that Donald Trump can commit without ABC and SARS trying to defend that shit.
I'm not defending it. I'm giving you facts. They do not intersect. They will have to bring up budget cuts or payment cuts to beneficiaries in another bill.
That's neither here nor there.
That's not my goddamn opinion.
That's neither here nor there when you're talking about a vile, treasonous motherfucker like Donald Trump. We should be talking about how to get his ass.
Change the subject when you get your ass kicked, nigga.
Because what you're talking about is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because we should be talking about how to get.
That's irrelevant. Say it right, nigga.
Oh, God.
We do hear them say like these voter remorse people that's upset. The farmers are mad. And everybody else mad because of what they went and voted for, they're not getting. But SARS them don't see that.
Yeah, but Tyrone,
that's not in their eyesight.
The big issue is smart people in these districts know what's going on. This is why you're getting these big town halls that are going nuts. And
I seen them turning against Trump.
So Congress basically, the Republicans in Congress said because they know they were going to get pushback from the town halls. They said basically hold virtual town halls, because they know that what they're about to do is some of the most unpopular shit ever to have occurred in this country. They already know it. You know,
Yeah.
they're getting pushback from people in solid Republican districts, not swing states, not contentious districts. We're talking about solid Republican districts. These people are revolting, man.
But you'll never see these two motherfuckers revolt. These two
It ain't
motherfuckers.
hard to stampede cattle, particularly with demagoguery.
You never see
Tyrone.
Even to stampede sheep.
You'll never.
If they didn't vote the way they wanted them to go,
you'll never see these
in the beginning, either or. And then when I heard them say that the government, they had to tell the people what they did last week. And I'm saying, like, the government, so that meant Trump, that means the Congress, because aren't they all federal? And I'm saying, like, that conversation don't even match with nothing.
But you'll never see these two motherfuckers revolt because they got their heads stuck so far up Trump ass they can't even see the light of goddamn day. ABC, you blind.
Yeah, look.
Hey, Tyrone.
Go ahead. Change the subject.
Because he was
hey, no, I got a subject for you, Sarge, because that's exactly why I was getting Tyrone's attention. I distinctly heard someone lie and say that this was, I want to say, Friday last week, or it could have been last Thursday. Someone lied and said Donald Trump's approval rating, America is as high as a motherfucker. Yep. And that motherfucker's approval rating is not. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump's approval rating is 45%.
Yeah, ABC said that dumb shit tonight.
He don't hate that.
ABC
don't. Poll there, mama's boy. Which poll is that?
ABC don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know what
there's Ipsos poll, Reuters. Let me see. You got MSN or NBC poll, and there's one more. The Russell report, the RUT. Yeah. Oh, you didn't think I knew that?
No, I know what he knew. I don't assume nothing. That's why I'm asking to be specific.
Well, I just told you, go check the motherfucker.
Okay, so I heard what you said.
And listen, Elon Musk is 39, lower than his.
I don't assume you don't know anything until you can't answer a question.
We haven't heard one.
That's why I asked. I actually asked questions to elicit information.
Well, I answered you.
Well, the point is, don't come on here bragging about shit that you don't know nothing about.
Don't make us up. Ask out of you and me. That's what
He's got his phone from Fox. He was talking about.
Whoa, hold on, Tyrone. So you want to say it right this week, but last week when you were talking to Maze, you took the me off of assume. I remember you doing that to her. You told her when she assumes she makes an ass out of you. I remember you didn't say and me like your bitch ass should have said. Yeah, you want to argue about it now because you see the direction it's going. You look like a goddamn idiot.
What the fuck is the point of that anyway? What does that supposed to prove?
I'll tell you the point. You'll use anything to bash a woman, especially a woman that you don't like. And you back the fuck out of you being a goddamn dumbass. But you want to tell her she an ass.
You the motherfuckers who do that kind of goddamn shit, not me.
Hey, I pulled up the approval rating from the Center for
I'm gonna tell you what y'all tried to pull. It didn't work. Because we stay in the house all the time.
Hey, I got smoke for stars this week.
We ran and two still here, but it didn't work.
All right, so listen, if y'all looking at the screen, I pulled up the approval rating from Reuters, and it says Trump approval rating holds steady at Reuters and Ipsos poll with 44%. That's what it says.
Okay, so let me give what I got. I got
I'm about to see what it say. That's what they get.
The Center for Politics, and it gives different ones. It says that, and the date on this is February the 20th.
I didn't say that.
Yours is 28th, but this says Trump was at 48.7 approved, 46.2% approved on 538. That's that one guy. I forgot his name.
This is the 20 what?
He got 538. But it also goes on. It says he was at 49.2% approval, 46.9 disapproved on RCP, Real Clear Politics.
Yeah.
The current averages show some decline for Trump since the first approval polls of his second term. The first 538 findings showed Trump's approval at 49.7.
Now, did you break it down about?
And now it's
okay.
48.7 on
ABC.
538.
You like to do stuff like that.
Okay, so we're talking about approval ratings.
3 different polls, right?
Listen.
The economy, what was it?
Listen, this guy is grasping at straws, right? He's looking at 48, 47, right? Those are not good approval ratings.
No, Reuters is the poll, though. Reuters is what everybody go off of.
What I'm trying to explain is if your approval rating is below 50%, you are fucked up. You fucked up. So what you looking for? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. What you're grasping at is somebody who is substandard and is not even getting approval of approval of half of a goddamn American that is polled for these goddamn ratings or whatever the fuck. So he don't have a good approval rating. You're looking at somebody at 40.
Started out underwater, Tyrone.
You're looking at somebody with 40-something approval rating, and you're saying that he's doing. That's not great, motherfucker.
No, and that's cool.
What is wrong with you?
So tell us what a normal approval rating is for a politician.
Anywhere from 52, 53 to 65%, 65%. That's a good approval rating. But then you also have from 65 to probably about, I would say 90-something%. That's where you start to see the majority of the party and the majority of Americans approve. So that would when you see a mandate, when you got approval ratings over 75.
Who's the last president to have a 55% approval rating?
Barack Obama.
55?
Joe Biden.
Well, go with what you just said about.
Well, like I said, you got levels to it. You know, you can pretty much judge the temperature of the country by their what size their approval rating is. When you go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, look. Here's a chart. Here's a chart on the internet, ABC. And it don't have Trump this term, but it gives you an idea of what the previous presidents had. And you got Donald Trump at his highest was 49. Joe Biden at his highest was 63. Obama 76. George Bush 92. That's because of the war.
What does it show? I'm sorry, I don't see the president. What's
okay. Let me open the page right.
It says polling organizations.
Can I tell ABC something? You know, Joe Reed got. Can I tell ABC something? Joe Reed got fired, right? And you happy, right?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, so Honda and Lemon did a show last night, and they had bukus of people listening to him. So she might got from MSNBC, but she's still out there.
Oh, well, that's cool.
That's all I need to let you.
Good for her.
I mean, her rating is better than Cameron Sowens, which she ain't never did nothing anyway. But still, they were fried.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
that's your favorite person.
So you should be able to see it now, where it's got the president.
I don't see it. Do you other guys see it? I don't see it.
You don't see it.
It just shows the organization and dates.
Okay, I see what I'm doing.
So I just wanted you to know that.
Let me stretch it out.
That approval rating thing goes way back to Carter.
I don't remember anybody having that high.
Okay, so there it is.
George Bush was out the window.
Well, the George Bush approval rating was high because of the war. But there you go. Donald Trump 49, Joe Biden 63.
Man, do y'all see that? I don't see any presidents. It just shows this.
Refresh your goddamn screen. I just
okay. There we go. That's it right there.
Yeah, George Bush.
CBS has got him at 53%.
Shut up! Why the fuck I can't talk?
Fox got him at 53. Yeah,
listen.
Hey,
CBS got
come
him
on,
at 53%.
man.
Oh,
let
Jesus.
Tyrone finish. He's trying to educate everybody. Your 53 is you went and dug it up somewhere.
So Donald Trump was 49.
Yeah, from CBS. That's where I dug it up from.
Donald Trump was 49. Joe Biden was 63. Barack Obama's highest was 76. George Bush was 92. Clinton was 73. George H.W. Bush was 89. Ronald Reagan 68. Jimmy Carter 75. Gerald Ford 71. But my point is, everybody is above 50 motherfucking percent.
Right.
Good Lord.
But look at what the dates are. It's like right after they came in, or like Mama's boy said, the war or some shit like that.
Okay, so say that again. Say that
But
again.
it all proves my point.
The dates.
No, listen. You said right after they came in. Right after Trump came in, shut up, nigga. Right after Trump came in, you're bragging about a 40-something% fucking approval rate.
49. He was underwater by 1 point.
Listen, let's go with that Trump at 49%. That's March 20th, 2019 to March 24th, 2019. That's for 4 days.
No, I'm telling you, the night he got elected, them niggas put the polls in.
Okay, so let me hold on. Let me explain this website to ABC because he's stupid. What you got is a category of highest, right? So if you got from that date to that date, then that must have meant that the fucking polls changed the goddamn approval rating. So it wasn't 49% no more. Okay, so from this date to that date, he was 49%, and that's the highest he had. Do you understand that?
That's cool, yeah.
Okay, so goddamn, why the fuck are you so confused about the internet? Nigga, you in your damn 50s or whatever, and you can't read the goddamn internet?
Let's go with these Howards. Bush, 92%. Who the hell gets 92%? Well, okay, that's around 911.
And they're doing a good job.
That means that 92% means that you had both Democrats and Republicans vote for George Bush because of that damn war. You can tell by looking at that percentage.
What you saying? Whatever, when you look at those dates, there's a reason that it reached that high.
You confusing yourself.
So check it out.
ABC,
check it out.
Wait a minute, hold on, mama's boy.
Okay.
ABC, shut the fuck up. The fucking chart says highest and fucking lowest. And the highest was the highest at a certain date. Between these dates is when this person had the highest approval rating. After this date, the approval rating changed. So they don't have that date up there no more. So they're giving you the highest approval rating, and then you can see the lowest. And Donald Trump got 29 at his lowest. He's the lowest motherfucking one. And it's got certain dates for that lowest because after
Jimmy
those
Carter
dates,
had 28%.
Who?
And the lower than it was when he had a first time.
Okay, man.
Because that was
this
because
shit don't mean nothing, man. What was going on?
Wait a
minute, motherfucker. You the one came on here bragging about approval ratings, motherfuckers.
Real quick, 1 second, Tyrone. You the one brought it up, Tyrone. You keep reminding me it was the highest. Don't you understand? It's the highest for those 4 days. And then you said, it goes down after that. We understand this. So what's the whole point of showing this shit?
Okay.
For a blip.
Because your motherfucking ass is bragging about Donald Trump approval rating in the 40s, and I'm trying to tell you bragging on a motherfucker with approval rating that ain't even cap 50%.
I ain't bragging on that. I'm saying that all of them, probably 40% is the average.
No, it's not.
Listen,
it's not.
You can't do math. Listen,
can I tell him, Tyrone?
Well, I want to say this right here. If you average out these numbers that we're looking at now, you're not going to get 40%.
No, you can't use those numbers because, like you said,
I'm done. Tyrone, let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. I'm gonna
Google it because you don't know.
While you Google it, you can hear me talk. Okay, brother. I'm not trying to bullshit you or nobody listening. Okay, you can tell by looking at those numbers. Everybody paying attention to the numbers on the screen. You can tell by looking at those numbers the way the American people felt about each and every president. And especially when you can actually compare the Democrats. Take Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. They're almost the same. They're around 70-something%. That means that Democrats put that man in office. No Republicans got involved in that. It wasn't the same as George Bush's approval at the time. Because you can see right there a culmination of both Republican and Democrat voted for the president. So when you go and start looking at the Republican presidents after George Bush, which is probably, and then you also look at the Republican presidents before George Bush, you'll see most Republicans voted for goddamn Reagan. And that's right. And so you hold on. I'm telling you what I know, man. I've been studying this shit since I was a kid, man. I've been involved with politics. My mom made me that way. You understand, brother? I've been keeping up with these motherfuckers all the way back to goddamn Jimmy Carter. Okay? Jimmy Carter had the worst approval rating because even Democrats hated that nigga. That's why he got 28. But that says an awful lot about your friend in office right now. if his lowest approval rating was a 29, because both Republicans and Democrats hated Jimmy Carter at a 28. So I'm just schooling you on this. You can tell by the way the whole entire country votes by looking at those numbers. And you see your president right now started off his second term underwater. 1 point. That means the majority of the country didn't like the motherfucker, right? So they're keeping track with these polls, because if he gets less than 49, that means he's doing a bad job even with his motherfucking people, that's exactly what's going on. So if you keep track of everything, you don't have to worry about somebody telling you the truth or a lie. You'll know the truth.
Okay. So this is overall averages. They divide it up between overall, first term, second term, this kind of stuff. So this is overall averages. And compared to everybody, it looks like Donald Trump might be the lowest on here. But there's, we'll see what it's like. So Harry Truman was 45%. And that's for
You don't want to go way back there.
Okay. So where do we start? Well, no, I ain't talking to Mays. So we'll do this.
I'll start with
I think a good place to start is Jimmy Carter, because I always because
no, it's good. So Jimmy Carter, and he had, it looks like 4 years, 45.5% was his average approval rating. Ronald Reagan, 52.8% for 8 years. George H.W. Bush, 4 years, 60%, 60.9. Damn. Bill Clinton for 8 years for Bill Clinton, and he was at 55.1. George W. Bush, 8 years, 49.4. Barack Obama, 8 years, 47.9. Donald Trump, 4 years, his first presidency, 41.1. And then Joe Biden for 4 years, 42.2. So out of all these, Trump is at the lowest, and then it looks like Biden is right behind him, second lowest.
But I will give you this caveat, ABC. When you look at Biden and the Trump era, those 4 years, you have to remember, because you can tell by the numbers, that the country is split down the goddamn middle. It goes all the way back to Bushy Bush, right? Little Bush. You see what I'm saying? 40, 40, 40, 40. The country split right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Trump's got the lowest numbers because he's the most hated. I mean, he's kicking Jimmy Carter's ass.
No, and no argument. I think there's all kinds of stuff that goes into that. But we know when Trump came, number one, Trump is not a politician like everybody else.
We don't want to hear that. He is a politician.
Okay, see, that's a talking point.
You apologizing for him.
Hold on, wait. That's a talking point. Listen, motherfucker.
Just hold on a second, Tyrone. When you compare all these presidents, all these other people had some kind of political positions that they were used to this stuff. This guy came from TV to doing this stuff. And from day one, before he even came in, they were already saying he was a Russian agent. So he had to deal with that for most of his first presidency. There was a lot that was going against him. But
let me ask you something, ABC.
Almost the same approval average as
Joe apologize for him.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you something, ABC. And I ain't trying to be personal, but what kind of jobs that you ever had in the past? Like what with skills? Like what skill? Like for real?
No, really. It's some bullshit jobs, retail.
Hold on, Jay.
Game whisperer at some point?
Okay, guys, please. I want to make a point.
Well, listen, hey, Tyrone, I'll talk to you offline on that.
No, I want to make a point. Name a job that you had, like one job.
Okay, I worked on construction for.
Okay, so how long did it take you?
Inspector?
No, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna mute you, Joe. How long did it take you to become a construction worker?
Well, shit, I got hired that day, so I was a construction worker from that day. If you want.
So your standard, wait a minute, your hold on. Your standard,
I was doing.
Your standard is different than what you allowing Donald Trump to have, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, as a construction worker, they had you on the job for a week or two. You went through some training, and after that training, you became a construction worker. You knew what the fuck you was doing, right? Now, what you're telling me...
You don't know what you did. I didn't know what I was doing for months.
Okay, so a month. It took you a month to learn your goddamn job.
Yeah,
so what you telling me? What you telling me is
So
after
you say 3 months?
Okay,
I just threw out there 3 months.
Okay, so 3 months. It took you 3 months. So after you gave yourself 3 months. So what you're telling me? This motherfucker had a term of 4 motherfucking years already.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he's not a politician after he's been on? Shut the fuck up, nigga. You just said it. You said shut up, nigga. You just said that he's not a politician. He's a game show host. What I'm trying to tell you, what is the learning curve that it takes for this dumb son of a bitch to learn the job? He was given 4 years to become a goddamn politician. I think he achieved that. I think he became a politician, and I think that he became a politician.
And I agree. Okay,
shut the fuck up, nigga. So your argument can't include the conversation about him not being a politician. This motherfucker is certified. Shut the fuck up. This motherfucker is a certified goddamn-tician. He campaigned every goddamn day. He's fucking
I ain't trying to be funny, man. I ain't trying to be funny. Let me explain this. You run in this narrative and you misunderstand the whole thing. I was reading the overall averages for all these presidents, and it was whether they was in there for 8 years or for 4 years. That's what this is based off. This whole discussion is based off.
Okay, but your argument for the low approval rating is that he's not a politician.
Trump was in there for his first 4 years.
You're talking about a politician.
Okay, your argument for his low approval rating is that he's not a politician. That's what you said.
Yes,
nigga.
yes. Listen, yes, that's my argument. But listen though, it's based on his first. I'm saying when he came into office, his first term, he was not a politician. He was a TV host and builder and all this kind of shit. So he came in, he's not a politician, and they were running with this thing that he was a Russian agent and all this shit that lasted most of his thing. That's the first term, and that's where his approval rating is 41.1.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He just started this new term, so we'll see what happens with here.
Okay,
he was a newbie that came in who was being attacked from day one. And his approval rating reflects that.
Well, you're missing the point. You're missing the point because his approval rating is low then, and you're giving him his excuse of not being a politician, and his approval rating is low now. So let me see who.
He just started. We'll see what it's like after he's been in there.
Motherfucker, he's a politician. Okay,
so I ain't saying he ain't a politician now.
Okay, so who?
I mean, his numbers are what they are, dog.
Okay, who's this unknown call?
That's what it is.
Oh, God damn it, y'all.
Yeah, it's me, Tyrone.
Okay, hold on, Miss Elisa.
Sweet Cheeks is in
okay,
the house.
hold on. I got Miss Elisa on the line, so hold on. Go ahead, Elisa.
Oh, Tyrone, real quick, I'm glad y'all brought back up them polls because when I first heard that, I was like, that's not true. He's been underwater when he came in, and he's even more underwater. There's like 2 polls that have come out. One was from Fox, and one is another right-wing poll. But all of the polls because we all know right-wing is going to slant for him. But something else that was also said that he was winning and getting what he wants. And I was curious as to what is he winning and getting, because it can't be those deals that he made with Mexico and Canada.
Because they still not, the tariff still ain't on.
Yeah, and it's what did he, it can't be that, because Canada just agreed to do what they were already doing for Biden. And Mexico, their president, agreed what she was already doing for Biden, plus she got something extra. More soldiers down there on that border, so they could do the patrolling of those guns coming into Mexico. So he got nothing from them. Oh, I'm sorry. Canada, Trudeau did say, okay, they will give you a border czar. That's what we're going to appoint a border czar. But what he got from Canada was nothing but what they were already doing. Mexico got even something more from it, but Mexico got something from it. They agreed we're going to do what we were already doing, but we want some more soldiers on that border to keep them guns from coming into Mexico. So the Mexico president won that, and Trudeau just gave Trump what they were already doing under the Biden administration. So I would like to know, what is he winning on?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said that.
Somebody
said.
Well, ABC kept saying he's winning.
He's winning at losing. He's winning at losing. Come on, let's get it right. He's winning. He's the biggest winner at losing. Come on, we got to give the man credit for losing all the time, and he's always winning at losing. Period.
What is he winning? What is he winning on?
Yeah.
See, tell us.
Yeah. ABC is just regurgitating what he heard on the internet, what he read on the internet.
Well, Mr. Solutions got the solutions.
You know what?
Solutions, sweet cheeks.
You know what, Joe? Go ahead.
Jay, stop being a little broke boy. Hey, look here, Tyrone. I want to respond to something you said earlier. You said that.
We want the three of you to tell us what is winning on.
Hey, man. Hey, Mr. Solutions.
What is he winning?
Hey, have your handler slide you up his thigh a little more. You low on the mic. We can't hear you.
You low brows. May I go ahead, or are you going to control?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
Go ahead, sweet cheeks. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Look here, Tyrone. You said earlier, which I repeat, is that the government is not a business. I spoke to a CPA this past Sunday, and I asked that very question. And I was informed that Elon Musk Doge is using standard accounting practices. So my question to you would be, how should the government be run if they don't use standard business practices? And I have the U.S. debt clock open here now at USDebt. Let me just finish this. I have the USDebtClock.org, and Doge. I'm looking at the savings of Doge: $145,299,000,000. And these other numbers are moving so fast, but it's going $145,300,000,000. So
that's
those are the savings.
That's going to be a lagging indicator. You need to go to the Doge site, and they even told, and Elon Musk even told you when he had the cabinet meeting live on TV that he's going to be wrong, and they're going to make corrections immediately. But he's going to be wrong at times. So you're looking at a lagging indicator. You need to go to the Doge site.
Yeah, you have to go to the Doge site because Elon Musk and his team, they deleted the bulk of those fraud and those tickets that they had on there. They deleted the comment.
I would like to hear your response.
We just got a dip today, and they're talking about get rid of the judges.
Well, Tyrone, go to the right site before you say anything. He could be
I don't know.
The wrong number.
I'll respond to this idiot. The difference between a government and a business is, okay, somebody's line is making some noises.
Folks that produce you that are the idiots.
Came on and started doing that.
Let me see.
And Tyrone, being a little short.
Hold on. Will you shut up? Let me find out this noise.
You're a nasty little bastard.
Hold on. Okay, please.
Anybody ain't calling by the name.
Okay. Y'all gonna have to hush right now. Okay, I want to find out who line this is on Get Ready to Open, because that's the one that's making the noise. Who line is this? Who line is that? Okay,
is this Miss Lady?
Who?
This is Miss Lady. I don't think it's me.
Yeah, your line was making a noise. But let me say this right quick. The difference between a government and a business is the businesses makes profit, right? That's what a business does. A government is there to serve the people. That's why we have a good democracy. They shouldn't be interested in making profit because of the way that they intake money. Businesses intake money differently than what government does. A government takes taxes and all this. You don't get taxes. You have to work and earn your goddamn money in the government. It's not this in a business. It's not the same goddamn thing. So you having this genius conversation with the idiot that you had a conversation with and trying to compare the government.
Before you go on your attack, shouldn't they be held accountable? Shouldn't they be held accountable?
Bitch, you asked me for a goddamn answer and I gave it to you. You don't like the goddamn answer because you on here sounding like a fucking moron. So damn. Let Miss Lady talk. Let Miss Lady.
Should they be held accountable for the money that they take in? Most people think yes.
You know what? You're an idiot. Let Miss Lady go. You asked me the difference, and I told you don't like it, so I don't want to fuck the thing.
So, hi. All of that alleged savings that they trumpet, the Doge trumpets, is incorrect, vastly incorrect.
This is what Wealth Inequality.
Because I'm reading, it says that they have struggled to back up their lofty claims of fraud. They misinterpreted data from the Social Security Administration and the Department of Homeland Security contract. The Associated Press and analysts found 40% of contracts cut by Doge aren't expected to save government any money. It said that Doge quietly removed 5 of its biggest listed savings from its website.
Yes.
As of Wednesday, Doge's website claimed $65 billion in savings, equal to about 0.9% of the 2024 federal budget. In the meantime, they claimed that they saved $8 billion, I forget from what, when it was so incorrect, and they had allegedly saved maybe $8 million.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this is not to be trusted. I don't trust anything they're posting, that agency is posting.
It does. Tyrone, can I piggyback on what Miss Lady said? Okay, from the Washington Times from the New York Times and the New York Post, which is a right-wing rag, those quietly deletes the 5 biggest spending cuts it celebrated last week. The cuts highlighted on an earlier version of the Wall of Receipts, posted by Elon Musk's team, contain mistakes vastly inflated the amount of money saved. Last week, Elon Musk's government cost slashing initiative, which he calls the Department of Government Efficiency, posted online wall receipts celebrating how much it had saved by canceling federal contracts. Now the organization, which is also known as U.S. Doge Service, has deleted all 5 biggest savings on the original list. The last of the original top 5 disappeared from the site early on Tuesday, even as the group claimed its latest update that its savings to date had increased to $65 million. The website offered no explanation for why it removed some of or how it arrived at the higher total. Caroline Levitt of the White House press secretary sent a written statement that did not address the deletion, but provided a broader cost-cutting initiative saying has already been identified billions of dollars in savings. The Wall of Receipts is the only public ledger the organization has produced to document its work. The scale of the ledger errors and the misunderstanding and poor quality control that seems to underline them and raise questions about the effort and the broader work. An $8 billion cut at immigration and customs enforcement, the actual contract is worth $8 million, not $8 billion. The mistakes stem from earlier erroneous entry in the federal contracting database. The contracting expert said that the service would have known better. ICE's entire budget is $8 billion, making it implausible that one contract would be so large. The U.S. Doge Service adjusted the figure on the site after the Times and the Post wrote about it, and said in the Post on Mr. Musk's X platform that it had always used the correct $8 million, which was a lie. The $655 million cuts at the U.S. Agency for Internal Development, this was actually a single cut that was erroneously counted 3 times. Now, they counted that figure 3 times, and they had to delete it all and put it back to 1. Now, because I am a CPA, I will explain to you. Certain things that the government does do is run like a business. When they do the monies, the payouts and everything, those are done by highly skilled accountants and CPAs. But a government cannot be run like a business. Just because certain things they do run like a business when it comes to counting the money, but it can't be run like a business. And then also, they also Elon Musk and they added like those trucks of his that the government was going to buy. And actually, that was during the Biden administration that never came to fruition. And what Elon Musk's Doge people did, they added zeros to a $350,000. They've added it up to $350 million. And they had to remove all of that. These people are lying to you all. They are lying to the American public, and they are about to gut something that the country needs. The country first is supposed to take care of its citizens. They are about to cut Medicaid. That's what they're about to do. They're about to gut it. $800 and some billion. That's the entire thing. And people do not understand that Medicaid don't only just pay for insurance for people who are not working. People who are full-time workers, the working poor from companies like Walmart, I might add, who are some of Trump's biggest donors, their employees, that most of them, they have to get medical assistance from Medicaid. And Medicaid also pays for someplace a lot of us will probably end up in these nursing homes. Medicaid also pays for a lot of veterans care. And I can keep going what Medicaid pays for. And 40% of the nation's children, their births are covered by Medicaid. I can keep going listing all of these things. These people are lying to you all, and you all are sitting here trying to argue lies. That is the thing.
Well, yeah,
you're trying to argue lies.
I'm glad that I'm glad you and Miss Lady shared those articles, because the question that Mr. Solutions was asking, I mean, you guys just showed him how stupid he was for listening to Elon Musk and whatever they're putting out. Because they're like you're saying, they're lying. The numbers ain't. You can't run this like a business. You can't run it like, and the accountability ain't even there when they make mistakes. So, Mr. Solution, the shit you saying is stupid. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say.
You need to pick the dictionary and know the difference between the two.
When you have people,
you have OBM, you have the Office of and Management. They are supposed to do it.
And
Clinton has tried to. A number of presidents get a cap on government. A number of presidents have tried to get the cap on government spending, and they haven't been able to do it. Doge is the first one to at least make some progress.
Hold on. Are you stupid? You have got to be stupid. You just heard Miss Lady and Elisa sit up here and tell you that they said 8 billion instead of 8 million and 36 trillion instead of 36 whatever it was. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, Mr. Solution, and there's nobody gonna get a cap on government spending if they can't get basic accounting right. What is wrong with you? Are you dumb? Jesus Christ.
Well, they did get it right, Tyrone, and let's have a conversation like men. I know you're an idiot and a moron, but
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
They are making the corrections, and I'm glad that they're making headway, and you should be...
You are, Mr. Solutions, just stop.
Hold on a minute.
To go along with these lies. Okay.
The money that they are taking in, they need to be accountable for it. And this is the first time they're accountable.
So there's other lies that they've been telling. They're talking about that wall of receipts by slashing cuts to jobs and contracts, right?
Well, we'll correct the lies and keep on with the process.
Let her get it out.
You talking about
of dollars. And it says among the areas where contracts Dodge identified for cuts, saying it's going to save billions, but there were actually standard government funding vehicles called indefinite delivery and definite quantity contracts. They misread these specialized contracts, experts told CBS News, and as a result, overstated their push for savings by as much as $2 billion. On and on. And I'm going to tell you something. They're not saving anything. When they're
let me ask you a question. With $36 trillion in debt, do any of you guys care about that?
Because you rid of air traffic controllers, and when they
care about the $36 trillion in debt?
You don't care either because your president put you in debt when he took them cars where he was an hour away. He took the plane away for $1 million on gas to go over to wherever Miami.
And not to mention, wait a minute, wait, shut up, and not to mention Trump made. Wait a minute,
contracts, all satellite for their satellites, for their transportation, their vehicles, to all kind of, worth millions and millions of dollars. They could save money on that.
Yep. And then we're going on the racetrack with the car. All of that money was wasted. That was money put on the debt. So you weren't worried about that. So what you worried about everything else? With the debt clock. That was running it up.
But see, that's what I'm trying to say, is that not to mention, he give a fuck about the debt now, right, that Elon Musk is up. But he didn't give a shit when Donald Trump was up there giving tax cuts the first time he was in office, increasing the debt by fucking trillions of fucking dollars. All of a sudden, you give a shit about the debt. You didn't give a shit the first time Donald Trump was in office.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I have always cared about the debt.
That's Tyrone. I was going to answer
sicknesses and diseases, and they start suing. You're not gonna save any money when you have planes crashing off the sky because they done got air traffic control, and you have people on it. You're not saving any money when they get rid. It just makes no sense.
No. And
Tyrone, can I answer that question about the $3 trillion debt? We would not have that $3 trillion debt if Trump hadn't raised the debt ceiling to give those tax cuts. Those tax cuts are about to end. Biden paid it down, but it's still, the debt ceiling is still high. Yes, I am very concerned about that because that went to the richest of the rich. That's why it's there. Those tax cuts are about to run out. That's why they're definitely, Donald Trump owes these people. And like they were saying, the debt ceiling that they are about, that they want to raise up, not only is it going to raise it up even higher from the last tax cuts, they said by the time we're finished with it in the next couple of years, the debt ceiling is going to be 20 to $25 trillion in debt because of this tax cut that they're about to do.
And Mr. Solutions ain't gonna say a goddamn thing when that happens. He just gonna be silent.
$5,000 a year. Your tax is about to go up $1,400 a year. $1,400. But the wealthiest, theirs are gonna go down by hundreds of thousands.
These guys are full of shit when they call in here with this shit. It's just...
all of this is.
You can say that like
Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall.
But Trump, I think Trump will make the greatest inroads to reducing the debt. Like he wants to.
Trump will make the world's
He's going to run the debt up. He's going to run the debt up.
Listen, Elisa. He's going to open up the drilling, which will lower the prices on everything because everything is dependent on.
Oh my God!
We were already energy independent. What are you talking about?
Everything is dependent on oil to be transported. Oil has an impact.
Trying to take the man's land and giving it to him. Really?
So talking about selling our American citizenship for $5 million.
And that's treasonous, motherfucker. What is wrong with you? That's going against every law that we got. You can't sell citizenship.
People come over here when Americans
can't even. Let me ask Mr. Solutions a question.
To get back on your medication, that's not treasonous. If he says sell a pathway to becoming American, that is a lot better giving it away to poor people who are nothing but leeches on the current system.
You ain't got nothing to do with my poor people. You not rich. You not going to get no big tax cut. You ain't already some poor people that's trying to talk about cowboys.
Yo, fake.
In the mix with them.
$1 million times $1 million is
fake rich ass up.
You're not gonna get no big. You're not gonna get a permanent tax cut. So what are you talking about?
Free cheese too.
You own rich.
What's this
about other people? And look, as inflation goes up, inflation is a hidden tax.
If it
most of you don't understand.
How can that happen? You're not even involved. You talk about the poor people.
Well, look, you need to figure out where you are. You can't tell anyone else where they are.
Don't get no permanent tax cut. So what are you talking about?
This is presenting out of the box. This is out of the box thinking. He's going to get the debt.
You vote and then try to act like you got something and you don't. That ain't my problem. So
number one,
save your little tantrum.
He's doing more to get the debt down than any other president in history.
If you don't know
no,
what
he's
you're talking
not.
about,
he's only been in for damn it a month. Come on, give him a break.
Elon cannot run this country.
He's only been in for a month.
Well, look, I'm not
coming from South Africa, from apartheid, and messing around with supremacists and everything else. But you talking about what he can do for this country? Yeah, he can do something for this country. He may break it, leave you without nothing.
None of you understand what the hell you're talking about.
No,
you don't.
You don't understand.
From a basic micro level thinking, I say if you pulling out, right, you wanna better this country. Well, you pulling out resources, jobs, and then you're putting it somewhere else. But what about those people that lost their jobs? Now they got to go on.
That's a good question. He's got to get accountability.
Wait a second, sir. Where we're talking about people that don't have jobs, what they got to do? Now they got to find another source of income.
Let me answer that. He's getting accountability.
Wait, my point. Hold on. I'm just holding.
Or he corrects
hold yourself. Listen. Hold your tongue. Hold on. Hold your tongue.
First.
Listen. When you pulling people out of work, right, they're contributing. First of all, those people that had jobs, they're paying taxes, they're paying into the economy because they have to pay rent, they have to pay mortgage, they got to buy groceries and all those things. You pull those people out, now they're dependent, they're looking for other sources of income. It doesn't make sense. You want to bring more employment to this country, not less, you idiot.
There's a lot of fat. Listen, nobody is a bigger idiot than you. You're a loser, a 10-time loser. What the man is doing is getting control of the system.
I don't wear no panties.
So you keep on kind of debt clout.
You're wearing your panties, girl.
He has to first get control of the system.
Yeah. The thing that you're overlooking is the fact that during his first administration, he added more debt than any other president.
Mm-hmm.
So why should we trust him now?
Okay, during his first administration, that was a bad situation because you had the COVID. Now, you've got to give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Yeah, but hold on.
The American people voted.
Destroying the people in this country.
COVID didn't have shit to do with tax cuts. What is wrong with you?
Man, give him a chance. Are you crazy, Tyrone? I wanted to answer ABC's question. Michael Wolff is the person.
Any president has ever
hold on, brother. Hold on. Just let me finish. Michael Wolff is the gentleman that recorded Jeffrey Epstein on Trump. So I went and looked it up, man. I wish I had the answer right away. I hate to interrupt y'all, but go ahead. They give him a chance. You sound like an idiot.
Yeah, but
to do what?
Well, the people put him in office. Yeah. You guys, you could have gotten your ass out and voted, and I'm sure many of you did, but you lost. You lost. Look, we tolerated your bullshit. We tolerated Kamala Harris. We tolerated Biden. Now, give us a chance.
You ain't us. You ain't. Listen, who are you? The white man look at you as a piece of shit. You are
telling
shit in the
you,
toilet.
Jay, you are the piece of shit.
Hold on. With your white wannabe ass, let me tell you something. The white man look at you, give him the fucking money, and sit your ass in the toilet where you belong. Is how they look at your ass.
You haven't made anything of your life. This is your life right here. This
flush your ass
bullshit.
down the toilet like diarrhea, motherfucker.
Of your life, you're a boy. You're a child. Shut up. Fuck you.
Yeah, but Trump's increase to the debt came before COVID. It was actually due to his tax cuts.
Increase the debt. He didn't have control. Now, he is getting control, Joe. Let him do his thing.
You sound like a goddamn idiot. You sound like one of them cultists that just bend over back for. Listen, like Joe is saying, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like Joe is saying, shut up. Like Joe is saying, shut the fuck up. Like Joe is saying, COVID didn't have shit to do with tax cuts or the increase in debt when Donald Trump's first office. You just trying to bend over and give him any excuse you can. And those two,
listen, you're being
shut
a
the
sick
fuck up.
bastard.
Why you got to talk, motherfucker? Why don't you go get some
You're
of
going
AB?
to have to do this anyway.
Why don't you go get some of ABC's
He
booty
won
cream?
the election. He's got to have a chance to do what he needs to do.
Okay, listen.
Might as well shut the fuck up, and let him do his thing.
Okay, his chance to do what he was supposed to do when he was on the campaign trail, saying on day one, everything under the damn sun was going to happen, motherfucker. You just fell for the okie doke because he lied. And now you're trying to move the goalpost and saying he's only been in for a certain amount of time. Give him a chance. He had his motherfucking chance when he made his promises to the goddamn American people, which is fucking lies, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ.
Sit your ass down and wait. Wait!
Well, I can tell you right now.
You can do anyway. Go back on your meds.
Is not gonna,
your medication.
Yeah, a lot of it's not. Yeah, a lot of it's not going to happen because a lot of it is illegal.
Well, that's not true, Joe. He's winning in court. He just won. Won a victory in court today. Chief Justice Roberts blocked the block. On the freeze that $2 billion. And so the man is making great. Give him a chance.
It's going to court. It's going to court pretty soon, dumbass. Yeah, it's just going to court Friday, dumbass.
I'm going to tell you, I trust this guy a lot more than the previous administration. I'm going to tell you that.
Good.
Well, you know. Well, you just, something, Mr. Solutions.
You lose again. You're going to lose again.
Who lose? You're going to lose. You part of the United States, you dumb fuck.
People don't want what you are. They don't.
Mr. Solution.
The border closed. We want drilling. We want the wars stopped in the world. Trump is addressing all of that. You guys are very unfair that you're not even acknowledging that the man is.
First of all,
this fuck is delusional. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Well, you can say that, but I think the same thing about you.
He's Tyrone. He's just a little bitty wooden man sitting on the white man's lap while the white man is talking in the microphone. He's a fucking
you're
puppet.
The most broke, ignorant son of a bitch I've ever seen. Your mother doesn't even prefer you. You're so-called.
Hey, listen, Mr. Solutions. You don't have to talk. Listen, motherfucker. Listen, motherfucker. You don't have to talk with your lips together, nigga. You actually talking on the phone. You're not in front of people, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do the ventriloquism, bro. You can actually open your mouth.
You're a fool. You're a rebel and a fool. You're a rebel without a cause.
This is when you start to really see who's regurgitating rhetoric. We don't have a drilling problem. You realize that?
No. The environmentalists were blocking, and look, Biden cut out key oil drilling operations. And so Trump is going to open that up. That's going to be huge, by the way, Joe. I said a moment ago, oil impacts everything because it's involved in transportation.
You know that's not happening, right? You know that's not happening, right?
Biden canceled those leases.
Huh? It's not happening.
You guys are so unrealistic.
It hasn't happened.
Office 1 month. One damn month. You need to read something besides this echo chamber you guys exist
good luck with Canada agreeing to that.
An example of the Sinhalese, that isolated group that's off the coast of India, but at least they're healthy. What you guys are saying.
But why are you bringing somebody else into this? You comparing us to somebody? You little
The
wooden puppet.
American people want this. We don't care what you want.
You ain't
And if
even
you
a
keep
person,
doing
nigga.
what
You a
you're doing,
wooden
you're going
man.
to lose again and again and again.
When what? When what? What are you
What
talking
is? What do you
about?
mean win? What is the win?
That's
Yeah,
what I was trying to
exactly.
explain to you about Sergeant ABC earlier. They don't care about anything Trump doing. They just want to own the left. They want to
I'm
own
going
the.
to answer you. That's a good question. The presidency, the House, the Senate, and the Congress, the entire Congress, the House and the Senate.
It's how long you could keep it, sir.
And we're going to go out and vote this midterm too. So we want this to keep going. We want the momentum to keep going. That's
not going to happen.
You actually going to the you actually going to the polls?
Well, what do you think?
Well, man, I wish I knew where the fuck you was going, because I would love to take a picture of a man walking into a poll booth with a wooden puppet. I would love to see that shit. I would want pictures of that shit.
It happened.
And hold on, Mr. Solutions. God damn it, nigga. You always over talking me. I'm going to confront you. I'm going to confront you when you come out of that poll and ask you for a goddamn autograph, motherfucker. I guarantee you when you come out that poll, don't be alarmed. I'm just want your autograph to go with the goddamn picture of a Peckerwood going in there to vote with a little brown wooden man.
And you can't stop it. Well, not that you could stop anything, actually.
Tyrone,
go ahead.
Remember when I told you that that's what we needed? You're not going to get all of MAGA to wake up, but what we have been seeing around this country at the Republican Congress and Senate that's been holding these town halls, and these people are going off, these are people who aren't sycophants, and they see what's happening. And they basically, what that party is doing, if we have another election, they're handing the midterms over to the Democrats big time.
Yes,
because
indeed.
they don't want the sycophants don't want to listen to the fact of, if someone just tells you, they're going to, by the time this thing is what they're trying to do, it's going to add anywhere from 20 to $25 trillion to the debt. They don't want to hear that. The greatest economist in the world has said this. They don't want to hear that Elon Musk and Doge is lying about their numbers and things that they're doing, and that you cannot run a country like a business. And it's like I told you, Tyrone, it's a good thing that the regular MAGA is waiting up, because they're about to hand it to the Democrats on a silver platter come the midterms.
Well,
and no,
Doge
didn't win. Doge didn't win anything in court. But the Supreme Court said they're going to put a pause on them having to send that money that Congress has already voted on for what they were doing. They said they're going to put a pause on it. They didn't win nothing. They didn't win anything. They're going to put a pause, and it's going to come before them. And something tells me, unless those on the top bench, unless they are truly corrupt and they go against the Constitution, because Congress holds the purse. If they vote against that, they're completely ripping the Constitution up and throwing it in the trash. They should come back and say, yes, you have to send that money if they're going to go by the Constitution. But you can't tell the sycophants anything. You can't tell them anything.
Well,
the country is going off the side of a cliff if they don't want to hear it. To own the libs, like you said, Tyrone.
All to own the libs.
All to own the libs.
Yeah, just like Doge does not have the authority to fire anybody.
All of that.
Yes, they do. Congress votes the money for the budget for the department. The president decides how many jobs the department needs. The Supreme Court has ruled on that. Stop it, Joe. It's not true.
What are you talking about? I said Doge does not have the authority
If Doge fires anybody, then I agree with you. Doge is not firing anybody. The president is acting on their recommendations. The president is, or more specifically, the department heads that were confirmed by the Senate are the ones that are actually firing the people.
Yeah, and Doge is merely advisory.
That's not true. Listen, Elon Musk is sending out fucking letters on fucking X firing people. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about?
You telling me he's doing something illegal and unconstitutional? Because he ain't doing that. You lying motherfucker.
He's sending out emails. He's sending out emails.
So if he's doing that, Tyrone, then prove it. Because, goddammit, that is illegal.
The president
pay attention to the news, nigga.
He said about the letter, that's why they was getting in conflict. Oh, should they ignore it? Should not they ignore it?
And that's why he clarified it to make sure it was clear.
No, but hold on.
He has no authority to fire anyone in the federal government.
Sarge, what he clarified was that the emails was coming from Doge. That's what's happening.
Well, that's okay.
Administrative snafus are nothing new. They were corrected. No one is saying that Elon Musk is firing all of these people.
Once again, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Where the fuck are you and Mr. Solutions living at?
He's dumb, man.
Motherfucker, firing somebody and you can get it stopped. You're a goddamn liar.
We gonna see what you say. We gonna see what you and Mr. Solutions.
You motherfuckers distort. You're a goddamn bunch of zombies.
we gonna see what you and Mr. Solutions say when they cut y'all checks off.
Who's sending it? Hold on. How's he getting his emails through a motherfucking pigeon or something? Something's wrong here, man. Sarge,
listen, I want to respond to whoever
said... Hold on. Let's clarify something. You old motherfuckers that's on the internet,
listen, I may not be that much older than you, but I'm a whole lot more useful.
No, sweet cheek. Sit your ass back.
You have not been useful to yourself.
Listen, let it fly if it don't apply. If you feel some type of way, answer later. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, old motherfuckers, this: if you should be ashamed of yourself because you were here before the internet, and you guys are falling into motherfuckers putting misinformation. You keep fucking
nobody listens to a loser. This is it for you.
No. You know what's sad? It's probably a little fucking kid that's putting this information and you buying into it, you dumb fuck.
The world has buried you. Society has buried you. You're buried and dead.
You dumb. I'll be poor, but I got more dignity than your dumb faggot ass.
Have anything. You are broke.
You wearing a dress, motherfucker. I don't have to wear a dress ever in my life. Never.
You are a dusty bus.
I'll be broke, but I won't wear a dress like you will.
But listen, there you go with that.
I got a question for you, Mr. Solution.
Yes, sir.
Do you have padding?
Go ahead.
Do you have padding inside the mouth of that puppet?
See, this is the only thing you guys can do. This is the reason you'll never get ahead. You'll always be the world's doormat.
Because none of the shit you and Sarge are saying makes any goddamn sense. It don't go along with what the current news is, and you guys are not keeping track. Shut the fuck up.
That's incorrect.
It don't go along with what the hell Elon Musk is doing or what Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is the weakest motherfucking president that I've ever seen. He did not come to shut the fuck up. Listen, do you realize Donald Trump did not get elected alone? He's so fucking weak. He had to drag Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, to help him govern America. That is so weak. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut every other president. Every other president in history took the weight of that job by them fucking selves. There ain't no other president in history brought a motherfucking sidekick with them. That's a sign of a weak motherfucker, Mr. Solution, and you supporting him. And everybody up here ignoring the fact that Elon Musk is running around the White House, disgracing the goddamn office, disgracing meetings with his fucking t-shirts and fucking softball caps on, and not following decorum like they should respect their goddamn office.
When I saw him, he had a suit on. I don't know when you saw him, but whatever.
You are the same. Y'all are the same. Shut the fuck up. Y'all are the same idiots that yelled about Barack Obama being in a tan motherfucking suit. A suit. He had on a goddamn suit. And now you let this motherfucker walk around with flip-flops and a child with boogers wiping them all over the goddamn White House. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Y'all full of shit.
And a stupid fucking war that's killed millions of people. I can give a fuck less.
Tyrone, that's a de minimis argument. That is the smallest argument I've ever heard. That's ridiculous.
You mean everything to this trivial little bastard.
You have nothing, Tyrone. You have nothing. Nothing.
Y'all weak. That's not what I have.
Tyrone,
go ahead, Elisa.
This is what Elon Musk called all of us.
Go buy an argument, Tyrone.
Well, let me say this. This is what Elon Musk called all of us on Twitter last week. All of us, what he said, watching Trump slash federal program, knowing it doesn't affect you because you are not a member of the parasite class. That's what he called all of us who are not the uber rich, the parasite class.
That's
you
what
too,
he
Mr.
called
Solution.
all of us. He's talking to you too, Mr. Solution.
He don't care. Mr. Solution slopping it up like a real biscuit.
Except for here, I wouldn't talk to you. You're nothing. No thing.
Mr. Solution
don't care. A parasite. That's what we are, a parasite.
No.
You too.
No.
Some people are parasites, unfortunately.
You know what?
You too.
Yeah.
You know what, Mr. Solution? You know what,
I love the way you guys.
You know what, Mr. Solutions? You are incredible.
I love the way
you are one incredible fool. You come on here. You exactly what you say we are. You come on here every night. You come on here. You come on here every night. So you are exactly what you say we are. You are exactly. Welcome to the family, bitch nigga.
Listen, you need to go back to your jail cell. You're nothing.
A parasite.
This is a parasite here that's talking. Mama, boy, you are a fucking parasite. You're a loser.
You're one too. Because if you depend on, if you're going to depend on Social Security, I don't know how old you are. If you're going to depend on
your ass from a hole in the ground. I live on my own. I have plenty of resources. I care about other people.
We done heard this shit before, man. Quit telling us your fucking weak ass sob story, nigga. We don't want to hear your sob story.
No, he's actually exposing himself because Social Security is not about you and what you receive. Other people in this country receive that benefit and they need it, Mr. Solution. And what you're saying is you don't give a fuck.
And Tyrone, if you get old and you end up in a retirement home, you're going to need the government to help back up some of those costs.
Without a doubt.
You're a parasite. And for anyone else,
any of these lives are wasted lives.
If you are a veteran, you are a parasite. And a black man going along, you said you wasn't black. But if
listen, you need to get off that race fucking shit. Listen, Alicia, you need to get off that race. It's not helping you at all.
And you know what you are doing? Dumb parasite. At least Sarge got more sense than you.
Well, you're a bitch.
You're a dumb parasite. And you're a dumb old stupid. You're dumb old stupid with your pocket in the middle of your pants down to your knees. I'll be your cunt, you parasite. You parasite. You know nothing parasite. Sarge got more sense than you. Sarge got more sense than you. He had to correct your ass on some dumb shit a couple of weeks back.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck your mama. Fuck your grandmama. And fuck the seat of your pants that's down to your knees. And fuck the seat of your pants that's down to your knees.
What the hell?
Take your sick ass and die, you sick bitch.
And you get sick and die too, you dumb fuck. And when you get old, don't get sick because you're gonna need the government to help pay for your medical bills. You stupid, ignorant, with the same skin as mine, dumb black fuck. And your mama and your grandmama and your fucked up, runt over shoes.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell just went on
Yeah,
there,
hey,
but we ain't finna do all that, y'all. I mean, we done went some time without people being called that.
You're sitting here talking to an idiot and wasting your time with an idiot. I hope you don't get sick in your old age, Mr. Solutions, because you're going to need the government, all that stuff that they cutting and slashing, you're going to need it to pay for the things that you're going to need. You're going to need that unless you're uber rich, and you might be, but I'm not uber rich. I do pretty good, but I'm not uber rich. And if I get sick, I'm going to need those. I'm going to need that stuff that they're slashing. And so will you. Unless you could pay $2-3 million health bill. You can't.
Yeah. Hey, Tyrone.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, something I think needs to be said. You know, as these guys, you know, get their panties in a bunch, something needs to be said. One of them is this. You know, TRS has been around for a long time now. We're talking, what, over 10 years? Wait, 12 years now? 15?
It's been a long time.
Had to be at least 15, right? Yeah. And so, you know, for all the shit that they talk, they still call in here. And what's fascinating to me, and this is where the rubber meets the road, the guys that are talking the most shit have had programs and shows on Blog Talk that nobody calls into. They're not even there anymore. But they all seem to call in here and they want to call everybody stupid and this, that, and the other thing. But they call in all the time and have been keeping things going for a long time now. And my question to them is, if y'all are that fucking interesting, how come we don't call into your shows? How come nobody calls into your show? ABC be so fucking happy sometimes on a Saturday to get a caller. He's overjoyed. Even if it's just me. He's so fucking overjoyed. I got a call. Oh my God. You know? If y'all are so fucking right and so fucking interesting, how come y'all ain't popular? Where's your shit?
I'll be goddamn if I'd be interested in being popular, I wouldn't be on this motherfucker with y'all. I don't give a fuck about being popular. Yeah. I'm interested in being liked.
Yeah, you still call in. Yeah, I still call in.
It's up to look. I'm not here to tell people who to call in and what not to call. I base my opinions on the quality of what I hear. When I hear shit y'all just make up out of thin air, like the president can't fire nobody. God damn it, will you read the fucking bills that the legislation passed? Like they gave Joe Biden the authority to hire all them goddamn IRS agents.
Nobody said the president.
Number in the goddamn bill. Stop interrupting me.
Nobody said the president couldn't fire nobody. You just made it.
I just heard it.
We were saying Doge can't. We were saying Doge can't fire. Doge and Elon Musk. Yeah. That's who we said is wrong.
And I said Elon Musk has no authority to fire anyone. If you could prove that he does, you could prove he's done something unconstitutional.
Okay, but you accused us of saying that the president.
Because he's not firing anybody.
You accused us of saying the president can't fire nobody. Nobody said that.
Man, God damn it. You accuse me of saying shit I don't say. Then you accuse me of not hearing what I just heard you say.
Nobody said the president can't fire nobody. We've been talking about Doge and Elon Musk all goddamn night.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Nobody said anything about the president.
All right, now I don't want to argue about this all night long. You guys love to get stuck in trivialities. Look, bottom line is this. The President of the United States can act on anybody's recommendations that he chooses, as long as he stays within the bounds of the law and the Constitution. That includes Doge and Elon Musk.
Yeah, but the
and he can give them access to all of the information that the federal government possesses by simply directing it.
This is what's in court right now because Doge has not made itself clear whether it's an advisory agency or whether it's a governmental agency. They've been really obscure about that.
Then that is a fit topic for adjudication. In the meantime, things will proceed as is. And it's not up to a judge to decide what he thinks that he can shut down the whole program before he gets the arguments from both sides.
It's an advisory agency, and there are certain rules and procedures that an advisory agency or committee has to follow by federal law. If it's a government department, then there's also a set of procedures that has to follow by government law. One of them
then let us see if that has been followed by adjudication. Let's not just have a judge issue a TRO and stop it all together on his authority without hearing both sides of the goddamn argument.
That's the whole point. It's in court now. Because
in the meantime, they put injunctions and TROs to prevent it from going forward.
Yep. And I hope they do.
And that's what's such bullshit about it. It usually doesn't happen that way.
Because you don't like it. Doesn't matter.
No, because it is not clear that what the suit is claiming is true.
Yeah. Again, just because you don't like it doesn't make it so.
There's a lot of things I don't like that I have to accept. That's not true. What you just said about me is not true.
We're going to find out.
It is not clear that their suit is true.
Okay, well,
there's all kinds of things I hate, Joe, about the federal government that I am forced to accept. You are incorrect in assessing my opinion.
Yeah, see, well, hey, you make yourself pretty transparent about your ignorance. But, again,
don't make such a pretty about what I loathe, and I particularly loathe ignorance.
Yeah, one of Trump's main weapons is
knowledge.
Yeah. One of Trump's main weapons when it comes to courts is obscurity. What they say to the public and what they say to judges tend to be two very different things. And we can go court case after court case where they've done this.
How many of these laws at the Supreme Court? Would you tell me? I want you to tell me how many of these laws when it gets to the Supreme Court. I'm not talking about some Obama-appointed judge.
It doesn't matter whether
how many of these laws before the Supreme Court?
It's a fucking judge.
God damn it, you acting as though it's the final say every time one of these little local tactical victories prevails.
Hey, it's a final say unless the Supreme Court reverses it or higher court reverses it.
Until these things are such grave constitutional concerns, especially involving separation of powers, judges do not run the executive branch. Congress and the presidency does, with laws and with executive actions.
Hello, there's an equal part in there, and that's a judiciary.
No, only where they have the equal say. The framers intended the judiciary to be the weakest one of the three branches of government. Now it's becoming the most powerful. It's an overarching intercessory organ. That's never what it's intended to be. It wasn't intended to be a third legislature.
That's how you feel. And they don't give a fuck about your
feelings.
Well,
yes, the way I feel about it. What do you feel about it? That it isn't? Yeah, we don't agree. Gee, what a surprise.
Yeah. So fuck your feelings.
You're the one brought up feelings, motherfucker, not me.
Your feelings. You sit there and rattle about, it's an Obama job, settle down.
Look, nigga, if you're going to do this shit, you can go fuck yourself and suck mama's boy's dick, because I ain't interested in this shit. You want to have an argument about an issue, we can have it. Otherwise, fuck you and good night.
Here we go, rage quit.
I ain't a fucking juvenile delinquent in the schoolyard.
Why do you gotta go through these big announcements like you some kind of Batman villain? If you're gonna quit, just hang up.
Motherfucker, because you're a pain in the fucking ass, that's why. The supercilious cocksucker.
Well, they don't want to talk about what's actually going on. Airplanes falling out of the sky, inflation is skyrocketing, the stock market is dropping out, bottoming out. Donald Trump's grocery prices is going up. We are becoming enemies with our allies. And we're picking fights worldwide that we don't. And he's siding with fucking Putin. I mean, Donald Trump is a bitch, and he's a weak ass fucking president because he's kissing Putin ass, and then he's got this other.
Hey, you want to go fight a war with Russia, Tyrone? You ready to go back in the front lines, my boy?
Nobody said. Why the fuck would we go to Russia, Sarge? What the fuck is that about?
Because I'll tell you why. Because this man has made it clear there ain't gonna be no NATO expansion up to Russia's borders. That's why.
So you are scared?
Is to kick his ass out of there, and Zelensky's already said Ukraine can't do it.
So you join your enemy. Is that what you trying to tell me?
No, motherfucker, I asked you a question. You ain't
answered mine. And I'm asking you one. So you join your enemy. You join your enemy. You just proved my point. You just proved my point. Trump
You
got
don't
you scared
answer my
too.
questions because you ain't got none, nigga.
Trump got you scared too. Trump got you scared in your goddamn. See, this is what I'm saying.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna try to wake you and shake you awake. That's what.
Trump got you scared too.
And
So you want to?
Once again, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you want to fight a war in Eastern Europe against Russia or not? Yes or no? It's not a hard question.
If protecting democracy and sovereign nations is the mission of the United States of America, then I'll be all for it. If that's what we're doing. We just don't fight wars to fight fucking wars, Sarge. You should know that. You should be one of the people that are out here advocating to defend democracy in a free goddamn country. What the fuck is wrong with you? Vladimir Putin is a goddamn dictator, and you're talking about you're scared of him. And you want to. I'm scared of the dictator. Do you want to go fight the fucking dictator? Yes, I'll fight the goddamn dictator. Fuck the goddamn dictator, Sarge. What the fuck is wrong with you? Good Lord.
Finally, a goddamn answer, you goddamn punk ass. At least you answered. You said you are. You want to go fight the Russians on their home ground in their territory with their short supply list. I appreciate that fucking answer. And I say to you, you're a goddamn fool.
Sarge, your whole time in the military was preparing to defend yourself against Russia, you fucking moron. You are a fucking idiot. That's what you did in the military. That's why you was in those damn M1 tanks. To defend yourself against goddamn Russia. And all of a sudden, when this orange idiot get in power, you want to bow down, act like a damn bitch because Donald Trump is kissing up to Putin, and now you scared. So if you scared, say you fucking scared. A nation needs to fight for its goddamn freedom, Sarge. That's how the fuck we got here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus.
Nigga, you ain't gonna tell me shit.
Sarge is melting down right now. He's like, damn.
Yeah, he's having aneurysm,
I'm
man.
trying to break this motherfucker with some facts. He doesn't seem to want to even care about him.
Sarge, you don't want it with Russia. You scared.
You're goddamn right. Anybody that's ever been in combat knows to be scared.
Then just leave with that. How about
you damn right.
How about leave with that? How about leave with that next time, motherfucker?
Ain't nothing like I'd be up against with the Russians.
How about leave with that next time? Just say you scared. Don't be trying to make everybody else scared.
I ain't never trying to tell you I ain't.
Good Lord.
I've seen people get their heads blown off right in front of me. Damn right I'm scared.
Yeah. I know.
And he had any goddamn sense you would be too.
Settle down, Beavis. It's okay. It's quite all right. It's all right. Drink your milk. Settle down, Beavis.
So let's get this one thing straight here. Those fucking Europeans ain't shit. They're a bunch of pussies and punks. They've been sitting here watching Russia run over Europe because they didn't pay their fair share in the NATO, and their armies are prepared to fight the Russians.
Wow.
God damn it, if they'd have done what Trump told them to do back in 2016, they might be ready to take on the Russians. But no, they're a bunch of punks who want their fucking welfare states.
Trump knows nothing about international policy. Trump knows nothing about military. Why the fuck would another country with all the fucking experience they got listen to somebody who ABC said was a goddamn actor or whatever the fuck he was? What the fuck is you talking about?
Television host.
Who the fuck is gonna listen to Trump?
What did Barack Obama know about the fucking armed forces? What did Joe Biden know?
Well,
you see the way they handle that shit in Afghanistan? Are you serious?
Afghanistan was Donald Trump's fault, motherfucker. I'm not the one that's gonna sit up here and listen to you lie about the way we came out of Afghanistan. The entire time Donald Trump was in the office, we were in Afghanistan, motherfucker. He was the one getting them goddamn bases overran. He the one who let the goddamn terrorists loose. That was Donald Trump, motherfucker. And when they signed that goddamn agreement, Joe Biden followed up on the goddamn agreement. So it won't Joe Biden coming out of Afghanistan. That was Donald Trump, you fucking moron. So you need to tell this shit to somebody else. Good Lord.
You goddamn cocksucking, low down, no good, stank ass son of a bitch and bastard. Piece of shit. You know goddamn well that Donald Trump inhabited an extant situation when he was president, and there was no active combat in Afghanistan while he was president of the United States.
That is
a lie. Made that shit up.
Donald Trump made the deal so they would stop killing Americans, motherfucker. What is wrong with you? You act like nothing went on when Donald Trump was in office. That is a fucking lie. They was killing Americans over there. Good Lord.
I'm going to say it again. There was no active combat action in Afghanistan while he was president. You're a liar.
Okay, well.
Abbey-Gate was all Biden's baby. Abbey-Gate. Do you know what happened at Abbey-Gate, you goddamn oblivious fool? Do you know? I will tell you chapter and goddamn it verse.
Donald Trump was the one that gave the Taliban the timeline.
Which Joe Biden was not bound by.
But you're still going to tell your enemy what you're going to do.
He was free to alter every single plan Donald Trump had made, and he did alter them because Trump was not going to do it that way. In fact, Biden ignored the advice of his commanders on the scene. Even Lloyd Austin, as stupid as he is and incompetent as he is, didn't like the way they handled the shit in Afghanistan, and Joe Biden overrode him, and it was his baby. Everybody on the inside knows it. It was all Joe Biden's baby.
Oh, so your man had nothing to do with it. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying he was not president, and it's always the existing commander-in-chief because he can undo any executive order any prior president has made.
So you're giving your man a pass, huh?
I don't need to give him a pass. He has no responsibility for what happened in Afghanistan on that fateful day. None. That's all on Joe Biden and his commanders.
See, there you go, Tyrone. You know, there it is, right there.
I'm going to say it again. He had no responsibility because it was 100% within the authority of the existing commander-in-chief to alter anything to his satisfaction.
Do I need to pull up the agreement again, you dumbass?
He was not bound by it. It wasn't a treaty. He could change everything. Especially when it came to the military stuff. I mean, the political diplomatic stuff, that's one thing. But the military disposition is completely under his control. Don't you know anything about the goddamn chain of command?
Trump can't do no wrong.
So this is, I know,
that's
right?
What I got. See, often kicking your ass and you got nothing to do with that shit you always fall back on. You know what I just said is true.
It's not. And I'm not going to argue with you about it because it's not.
Because you've got no argument, punk. Do your best.
Yeah. Is this considered kicking ass? I mean, is this your best? This is what you consider kicking ass? Really?
I'm going to say it again. You didn't have to give up Bagram Airport. That had nothing to do with the agreements with the Taliban. You did not have to give up the routes. You could have secured the routes all the way up to the airports that was scheduled for evacuation. That was completely within their disposition. You could have put a bigger buffer zone prior to entrance to the space so you didn't have all the people jammed up in there so terrorists could blow them up. All of that was completely at the discretion of the commanders on the scene.
Yeah, we're talking about you with this kicking ass thing. This is the best you got? Really?
I'm noticing again, you got no response to what I say because you know goddamn well I'm right. That's what irritates me about you. You people that don't have enough integrity to admit when someone else is saying the truth. I'll do it with you, and on the rare occasions you do.
I think though, you mistake someone giving a shit about what you're saying versus somebody who doesn't.
Oh, fuck it. There's no point in this shit. Good night. Fuck you and go to hell. You're a stupid bastard, and you deserve these fucking Democrats. Good night.
Have a good night, man. Have a good night, George. Sleep well, man. Sleep well.
Well, I got to get off here too, guys. It's been interesting. I appreciate everybody for calling in. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the lines and then shut down YouTube. So
Q&A session is over. All participants are unmuted.
Good night, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
Entertaining as fuck, boy. I tell you, entertaining as